friends. Welcome! Are you guys ready? Section 102. We are on the 29th of January, 2023. Last time we all got together, we were regrouped and well rested on the home of your airship, the Zephyr. Everyone starts their day. Blaka has an idea to help Temin, and they go off to the swampy woods nearby to test this theory. I just realized Joel's camera is fucked up in a second. I'll fix that, but that's fine. Test this theory. Atlas gets the ship prepped and ready for takeoff, as it's been a couple days since you guys last were here. As Blaka pulls out a white marble figurine that was snuck into his bag a long time ago, he believes it has a way to help Temin, maybe with the new patron, to unlock his warlock powers again. As Avamera is summoned to help and check on the magical components of this item, Drumrus is looking over his blade of vertigo and hears it talking and commanding him to walk, basically, in a direction. As Drumrus begins to walk, he heads towards basically the three others. As the curse is being lifted off this item, Avamera and Temin, holding onto the small figurine, blood starts pooling out of it and dripping as it begins to climb up Temin's arms. A deal is struck between Temin and the Demi-Titan Vertigo, the Titan of Blood and Arcane, as Drumrus stabs Temin in the back, sealing the trade. The sword melts in Drumrus' hand, breaking the curse on him and offering him his dwarven thrower, reformed and back in his hands. Now the pact contract is made with Temin, and he tests out his new abilities before you all, basically, as he's made a new patron. Just when things start picking up and the airship, you guys start to... Just as you guys pick up and head back to the airship, airships can be seen leaving Levent, searching for where this beam of light that just shot out came from. Taking off and heading east towards Blaka's family villa in the northern part of Sarah, in the Ganir Mountains, you full speed ahead to try to lose your tail of these airships. Just passing over the small forest that seems to have been set on fire, you decide this is not crucial as you are getting low on fuel with the Skytrol that powers this airship. Seeing a small town on the ridge of a canyon, you descend. Vel, Blaka, and Darthur disguise themselves and start asking around the town, heading towards the train station about fuel. With no luck, besides being pointed in the direction of the tavern for a smuggler named Lonus Crump. The Serpent Impertinent is where you guys start heading off. As you three head towards the main stretch of the town, the earth starts shaking. An earthquake is beginning to erupt as trees and the ground starts cracking open. It's where we last ended. The map is, first of all, the picture of the town, just to give you guys a breakdown of what this town looks like, kind of thing. So as I told you, this town is tucked between a ridge that is a waterfall river that is surrounded by trees, and part of the town is built on the lands. Part of the town starts being built into the trunks and the roofs, the sides of these trees. That kind of gives you a good understanding of what the heck this town looks like. Here's the map, though. Ta-da! So I have the three of you.
Hey, look at that.
I have the three of you. It's a big ass map by now.
It's giant. Oh, there.
So you guys are in this corner over here. The three of you, still disguised. As you were heading towards the tavern, is when this earthquake basically kicked out. As I said earlier, some trees began to topple over. Some people started running, as this had caught a lot of people off guard. A lot of town folks have gone into buildings, ran out. There are still a couple people within the streets trying to take cover. As this earthquake shakes the ground, it doles down after a couple seconds, but that pulse of just destruction for a second definitely caught the people of this town off guard, and caught you guys off guard a little bit too. Besides some of the roots and the trees tumbling over, and the waves of the river like going crazy for a minute, it doles down, and there doesn't seem to be too much damage within the actual city itself. So I still have the three of you guys on the main strip as this earthquake just ends. And my music is super loud again. I apologize. We are going to start with the three of you that are on the ground. So Blocka, Vel, and the Emperor. Darthor. What are you guys doing as this earthquake comes to a null?
We need to hurry.
Yep. I'm going to do a quick scan to make sure everyone's alright, all the locals and everything. Check on buildings, see if any structures have collapsed under the earthquake.
See if anybody needs help.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay. Are you guys heading like inwards then towards like the first two buildings, or are you guys just like...
I think heading inwards while scanning.
Yep, following this trail looks safe enough, I think.
Copy that.
How about this? I'll look for anyone in trouble. Blocka can maybe do the same. Vale, you need to try and keep an eye out for the serpent in the Pardon Inn. That's where we're gonna find the guy for the fuel. And he seems like a shady fella, so I don't know. Maybe you're good at finding those kinds of.
Things.
Anyway. Not to make assumptions about you.
Asking questions. Earth is shaking and baking. Hey man, you know where I can get some fuel?
We have to get gas to get out of here. If you want to get out of here, that's our mission. Me and Blocka can look around real quick and make sure everyone is safe. We'll regroup, and I just kind of point over there. If you find the place, get back here.
Alright, the inn had like an obvious symbol on it, right?
Yeah, you guys were relatively close. This building right here, this structure right here, is the inn.
Alright, well, I guess I'm looking for the serpent in the inn.
Yes, the serpent in the Pardon.
Okay. So Bella,
You're looking for Linus Trump if you see him. Look.
I guess I'm heading to the inn.
Alright, I'm gonna put you right at the front of the door. You two are heading.
Oh.
You guys are heading.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, as the three of you walk by, there's literally a sign swinging as the hinges begin to finally calm down from the shaking of the earth. There's literally just a serpent coiled around this sign. It's the only indicating thing on this thing. It doesn't even say like words on it. Literally, it's just a serpent coiled around a sign, and it's your indicator of hey, this might be an inn. You can see off to the side. There's a couple stabled horses, as that is also attached to the side of this inn, directly right off the side. As you tee off from the group, and Blocka and the Emperor head inwards, I will say the people that are still up on the ship as you guys are coasting, right? I will say from the ravine, you can see smoke start pouring out after this earthquake that you guys wouldn't have been able to feel, but as you guys are basically waiting for any sort of sign, you would see smoke start coming out of this ravine. As Blocka and the Emperor, you guys head towards town. You come up to a couple of different bystanders. One of them looks like they were holding a cart, and that's how they sell their goods and stuff like that. It's been toppled over. They're picking up what they can. It looks like somebody else is attempting to help them at the moment, but the wheel is completely broken off the side of this. As you look around the main buildings around here, nothing seems to be too damaged besides this building over here, and a building way off to the side of the map.
I gotta zoom out. Hold on. Can you ping the first building again?
This one?
Okay.
The one in the dark.
Yep.
The one down here.
What was it? This one?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This one? And the one far in the corner.
This is a fucking huge map. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So much room for activities.
It's only 85 by 80.
Now, our primary focus is making sure that Vale is safe. I'm sure that he'll be okay for at least a couple moments and dealing with these types and at least getting our person, and then we can go in as, a separate group, perhaps backup, leverage if he runs into trouble. But first, let's look and make sure that everyone is safe. Help whoever we can and get back. And then, as I'm discussing this, I'm expecting me and Blocka to already lift the cart up so that they can put the wheel back on. Because I think between the two of us, we could just fucking whoop.
Yeah, easily we could just lift that probably.
I'll still have you guys roll strength.
Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Good flip in the mud, never know.
Never know. 17.
17. Blocka.
No, that's a 18.
Sorry, strength. Not a saving throw, strength check. Sorry, that's much lower.
Yep.
That's 13. Sorry.
With a little bit of oomph, the person that is right next to the cart, you have a Kalistar woman and a dwarf. Sorry, not dwarf, a gnome, female. And they both try to help you up as you are able to lift it up. The Kalistar woman attempts to get the wheel back on, but the spoke seems to be broken, and she's just like, "Oh, there's no use. It's not going to get fixed today."
I'll lean down and I'll pull up the book that I don't even remember what it is because I'm disguised as a wizard, and I'm gonna cast mending on the spool.
Okay. On the spool?
Yeah.
So on the axle part where it just completely snapped from where the wheel had fell off, you mended back and it reforms. Oh, would you look at that? And she kind of finesses it as you guys are still holding car, and it finally clicks into it. Oh, I think it's on there finally. Thank you, kind folks. I mean, we've been dealing with these tremors a lot lately, but not one quite that size.
Tell us all that you know about these tremors as quickly as possible. Persuasion check.
That's all the interrogation.
She starts going very slow from there. You stay there. No, I'm kidding. No, it's, since the ravine's been open, it's been kind of a hassle lately. There's been tremors, I'd say, every few hours, but sometimes they're rough, sometimes you barely even notice them.
And then, I would see the fire from the ravine that he mentioned as well, right?
If you look back about, I'd say, half a mile back from where the ravine, where you guys are, because you guys are now in the center point of the city, you would be able to start seeing the smoke beginning to build up.
And it's building up, outside the city or within where we are?
Outside the city. Give you guys, as this is a big map and stuff like that, the town itself stretched from the skirts of the actual forest right at the edge of the forest was the ravine and the train station. They were relatively close to each other because all of the mining and stuff like that would basically be transported up from the ravine by the sloth camels and basically dumped into the cart of the train, and that was their exports, and that's how basically they would just move stuff in and out of the city. Is this whole setup is the ravine with the train station right next to it, pretty much. As you head into the town, you start entering into more of like the forest-esque part, and that's where you guys are at right now.
Yeah.
I hope that was clear.
So, yeah. Thank you, kind citizens. Hey, not to assume that you all know each other, but you wouldn't happen to know a Lannis Crump, do you?
I don't know, Jill, do you know Alanis? I've never heard of Alanis before.
Well, we're new here, of course, and you know his reputation precedes him. But we're in a hurry, and we need to meet him. Is he hanging out over there? You know anything about this place? And I just kind of gesture over to the inn.
The inn. I mean, it's common ground for folks and travelers to come and stay, especially those coming from Goldcrest or outskirts, little villages within the neighboring forest, the on-air forest, but not too many people. I mean, it's kind of just low down, grab a drink, grab a place to stay if you are passing by. I mean, there's a couple locals there, I would say.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. We're going to continue looking for anyone who may have gotten harmed in that quake.
I'm sorry, it's not much, but she will hand you 2 silver pieces for helping fix her car.
Hey, your donation will go to the cause.
Okay.
I flip Black a silver piece.
Yep. Snag it.
Fails to catch.
Vale, you're walking inside the inn?
Yeah, that's what I was told to do. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. As you walk in, you can see a couple tables have been tilted onto their sides, and there's just like beer steins everywhere. The inn itself, the main floor-wise, there is a little lifted area where it seems like a performer would play and stuff like that, and then the back rooms are where the actual sleeping quarters are. There's a small little bar, and then you have your couple lounge areas around here. As you look around, you see a couple of these tables flipped over. You see easily probably about, I'd say, 8 to 10 people in here. I don't remember how many tokens I have. It's 8 with 9 in this room. Some people are now just getting up from underneath the tables as they were taking cover from the shaking of the earth. You see at the bar a wide framed warforge just holding down like the fort basically over at the bar. But you look around, you can see a couple different color stars. You can see a couple elven folks. You see a half orc, and then 2 individuals that have I guess a peculiar they have ears. They have bunny ears. They're bunny people. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is there like anybody have like any clothing or markings, like a tattoo or something that just says, "Hey, this is the servant." Little logo on their t-shirt, something. I don't
Anybody?
know.
An exclamation point above their head.
Is that what you're just looking? You're just looking over at?
Yes, from Final Fantasy 14.
The meteor symbol.
Yeah, I know.
I was trying to think of it. I didn't want to. What are they called in being like Paragon, except they actually have a rabbit head?
Yeah.
Oh, Vieira? Yeah.
Yeah.
I much prefer the Vieira.
Yeah. As you walk in, you can see a couple different color stars. You can see a half orc, and then 2 individuals that have I guess a Are you just casually kind of like walking in, looking up and down every table, or are you?
No, like, I'm walking in, just like basically just checking everybody out. Like I'm not running up to anybody right now. I'm just like looking across the room, seeing all of what I'm dealing with.
Okay. I mean, you see a couple individuals by themselves with their table. You see this table right here with the half orc and a elf picking up their shit, as this table was one of them that fell over. These folks over here seem to be minding their own business, and then these two are very close and chummy, as even though this earthquake had just erupted some things, they're still laughing and just clinking their ales together as it splashed, and you can tell these two are the most drunk within this room.
Oh man, drunk men do tell tales. I'm gonna go hang out with them. Yeah, I'm just gonna mosey on over here.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Nice weather we're having.
Smooth.
Just had an earthquake.
Nice weather, you say, man? Did you not just feel that quake? Oh boy, that was the worst one this week.
How many have you had this week?
Oh man, I lost count. He holds up, he only has 7 fingers. As you can tell, he's missing a couple. More than I have on my hand we've had, quakes-wise.
That seems like a lot in 1 week.
Yeah, it just seems to be getting worse nowadays.
How long have they been going on?
Low-wise, they've been going on for easily 100 years, I'd say, but they've been
What?
100 years.
Pardon me?
They've been going on for 100 years.
Alright, sure, 100 years. Okay, got it.
The first marking, as like, we're about 100 years ago, but they were nothing special. But in the last month, I would say, they started growing. And that ravine over there, we've been mining it and shit like that, but something evil's down there, and it just keeps on quaking. I swear the quakes are coming from there, but nobody believes me. I'm just, the town drunk.
No. Did you, come across anything in there that, sticks out?
Me? Hell no, I won't.
No? Oh, okay. Alright.
I make my shipments to the train station, as I am part of the lumber service around here. I will help reforge and build their ladders that break within the ravine to get up and down, but that is as far as I get close to that, near that thing.
You make deliveries from the train station?
I make deliveries with my wood, yes.
You deliver anything else, like fuel, perhaps?
Sorry, mate. Nope, not really my specialty.
Do you know could you point me to whose specialty it is?
Feel? He kind of looks around and just hiccups for a second. I don't know who the fuck those people are, or those people. I don't even know who the hell you are. Why are you asking so many goddamn questions, mate?
I don't know, I like to have questions. Why are you laughing about earthquakes?
I think they're funny. They make you go, ooh.
Earthquakes, am I right?
Am I right, man?
Just throw up my hand. Round over here, please.
Okay. As you try to get the attention of the barkeep, we're going to cut to the ship for a second. What are you guys doing on the ship?
Let's see. Would Kamara actually be on deck to see the smoke start coming out?
You tell me where you're at this point in time. Last we left you guys, the plan was basically you guys were in the war room planning everything. Atlas was still at the wheel, basically holding the ship steady, just enough for the Emperor Vale and Blanca to take the carpet down. Like, they took the carpet to fly down to ground level, disguise themselves, and you basically have been in idle since. Been keeping an eye on making sure nothing has been tailing you. But yeah, you can be wherever you want within the ship, honestly.
Yeah,
well,
we're all disguised as well as different people, and I rode in Sativa, but pretending it's a horse, basically.
alright, well, Kavara, I want to say, would be on deck when this just smoke started coming out of nowhere. And because it's Kavara and she wants to know what's going on, she is going to summon 8 Bloodhawks. 7 of which are going to go check out this smoke and where it's coming from and what's going on. And the other one is going to go fly to the other 3 group members and kind of let them know as best as a bird can, hey, there's something going on up there.
Could have read a no and like attached to his leg or something, Kamara.
You just letting
You summon a bird?
Just summoning a bird and letting it go.
Just summon it and let it go. And I'm guessing Kavar doesn't know they disguised themselves, so this is going to be even more
Okay.
difficult for this bird, but that's what's happening.
It's a bird flying circles around town.
We know to look for weird-ass animal stuff at this point.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
we'll,
yes.
we'll see what happens.
I don't know about how. What bird was this you're doing?
A Bloodhawk.
A bloodhawk. I have to say this is the first time I've heard Kavara do a bloodhawk, so...
Yeah. It's tiny, so I was like, oh, tiny, has 60 flying speed, this would be perfect.
Okay.
Just Cameron's got to keep you on your toes about what animal he summons.
I never make eye contact for it ever.
Every time I make something in preparation, he switches to something else. I'm just like, there's no way.
Hey Alex,
Yeah.
what icons did you prepare for today's session? Wrong.
Pretty much. Okay. What is the vision on these bloodhawks? Like,
Let me look at that real quick, because they actually have pretty good vision. That's why I chose them. Okay, Bloodhawks. Alright. They're skilled at perception, so they get +4. Their passive perception is 14. And they have an advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight.
Pretty good.
yeah, I mean, smoke is still disrupting in some form of way, so... you're 7. I guess they're searching around the ravine. How far... So, the ravine itself is... about I'd say about 1.5 miles long. The smoke itself is probably coming... probably about 300 feet away from the train station, I would say.
I hope we all know what is making that ravine.
Oh. I think we do.
We know what made it mean, yes.
So, if you're bringing your hawks down, roll me. We'll do perception checks.
Right, for the Hawks.
Yeah, for the hawks.
Well, that would be a 6, but they got advantage, so let's do it one more time. Oh, we're going with the 6, because,
Nice.
Womp.
As your hawks fly and circle around the smoke is just kind of expanding out. It is a dark gray smog. It's not black. You can't see any fire source or anything like that. You basically can just see a smoldering gray smoke cloud coming from this ravine. It is very just ashy. As these hawks are flying around, ash particles basically start to fall out. Seems very, I mean, an intelligent person would say volcanic in some form or way kind of thing, but that's essentially what it is. It's like a sulfuric. It's like a sulfuric ash cloud. So.
Alright, well, I'm going to keep them over there, kind of like searching until they find something to actually bring back to Kavara. Like, hey, this is what's going on besides the smoke we already know about. While that one is still going to find the other 3 to kind of let them know hate this giant smoke coming out.
Okay. With Val inside, I will say Blanca and the Emperor, who are still in the streets helping the town folks. You can pick one target who you're looking for, and I had the Emperor with pale red hair, Drow, and a horse, Griffin. I don't remember. Blanca was just skinny. I don't remember.
Wizard of some sort.
Yeah,
Humanoid.
you were like a skinny wizard, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Humanoid wizard with like dirty robes and.
A skizzard, if you will.
A skizzard, if you would.
You
Yes.
gotta look for a body that's not interacting with the world right. It doesn't actually change his size, it just changes what it looks like.
I know.
So the guy that picks something like 5 feet away from him, that's probably Blanca.
I'm only a foot shorter.
Is there a spot on the map of where we interacted with the Ticketmaster, just out of curiosity?
Not on this map, no.
Okay.
You guys
Yes,
came
okay.
from this way. Like I said, you traveled a little to get here.
I just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to be a problem later. Okay, so we have time to check one more house out of the 2 problems, basically?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Check the close one.
Yeah, that seems like the obvious choice, because we're going to have to get back to our friend as quickly as possible, so... I hate it. I hate making these decisions, but we can't save everyone. Let's go here.
Yep.
Okay. You guys.
Kind of hoof it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm literally, because I'm on a horse.
You're riding your horse through town, leaving Blanca behind. Blanca's running as fast as he can.
That's like asshole.
An old dirty wizard just booking it behind the horse.
Yeah. Little smoke cloud. Okay.
Making a surprising amount of impact in the sand.
Yep.
As you're getting to this house over here, I will say that, just for purposes of drawing shit,
Purposes, he says.
pretty much this, we'll say this like square right here, as
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't be able to tell from the front, but from the back of the house, from the quakes, this part of the house basically has dislodged itself and started cracking and heading towards the river. The roof on this part of the house has completely caved in, and from the outside you can see the window has shattered, the door is still closed, but you can hear a high-pitched just scream in agony as you get close to this house.
When I get close enough, are we about like here now, ish?
Move your token, yeah.
Okay. Can I see the side window? Or
Yeah.
is it just for flair on the design?
Window's right here. So yes, you can see the window that's shattered.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look inside the window, and as soon as I can see in there, and realize that I'm assuming that, is there like a building on fire, or...
The building
Let's see,
has
like
not
the-
started fire yet.
Okay, I'm gonna misty step into the building,
Okay.
which could very well be a trap, but someone looks like they're in trouble. Fuck it. But since I can see inside, I'm gonna misty step into the building.
Okay. Blanca, you see the Emperor just step right in, disappear from your sight inside the building. Within the building itself, the Emperor, like I said, this back half of the house where this bed was, has completely shifted, and the ground itself is loose and just kind of like sunken at several feet. Because of this back wall has cracked. The window from the side you just came from in the back window are completely shattered, and the crossbeam that was holding up the roof has snapped and has fallen on top of a small goblin man. And he is crying in pain as his leg is trapped underneath this crossbeam.
Okay, before I approach, I'm gonna do a quick scan of my surroundings, make sure that I can't get trapped in here myself or something like that. Know my exit before I approach him.
I figured while the Emperor was poofed in through the window, I was going to go to the front door and get that open.
Make a strength check on the door. If you're just trying to like shoulder bash yourself in there, skinny wizard.
That is a 21.
21. The door is not a problem for you, skinny wizard. That is your name as you're in this
Skinny wizard.
Skinny wizard. Yeah, you're very much able to kind of just bash the door, and I will say, the Emperor, you're within the house themselves. So you see the Goblin Man here is, I mean, on top of the table according to the map, but he is actually underneath. Like I said, a crossbeam that has fallen over. As you look around, the structure of the roof is slowly caved in and collapsed. The back half of the house is just ripped off as he is just screaming. I don't even think he honestly has not noticed you yet, but you can hear in Goblin this man just swearing up and down.
I'll just shout out, "Sir, we're here to help." And I'm gonna try and, I'm gonna try and lift the obstruction one off of him to the best of my ability, or maybe have Blocka try to lift it while I yank him out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try lifting.
Yep. I was like a very 2.5 wide log that has fallen. Do a strength check.
Yep. That is 17.
17. With some finessing, you lift it off the Goblin's leg. The Emperor, you reach around, grab the Goblin, and kind of just slide him out. As you look down, this dude's leg is completely mutilated. Like, it's disgusting looking. And he kind of looks down at his leg, looks up at you, and from the shock of everything, just begins to, like, seize up for a second and starts to just heavy breathing before he completely faints from the amount of shock within his body.
Understandable.
I'm gonna pump 5 points of lay on hands directly onto the leg to try and, at the very least, cauterize the wound.
Okay.
Which is features and tricks. And then I'm just gonna toss him up over the shoulder and head out the door that Blocka came in.
As you guys carry out the Goblin and start healing him up, we will go back to the tavern. Duvel, who is now trying to get close to these two drunken folks. After ordering a round of drinks, you have learned that the drunken man, even though he's not the man you're looking for, his name is Levi. His name is Levi Greaves.
Levi Greaves.
Yep. And he runs the lumber, basically, company within the town of Golian. And he will tell you, it was like, as you have asked, I am going to square. He doesn't know who these people are. He doesn't know this man. These are the 3 individuals that he basically can point out and be like, yeah, that's over there. Like, just points over to this guy, and he's just like, so that's over there. That's Tiffin, and that's Salvia, and that's Unanalaka.
Oh, I want to talk to.
The Warforged that runs this place. His name is Bill.
Never mind.
Sounds about right for a Warforged.
Good choice.
Bill 1.0. Alright, I guess, be out the window? You guys know anyone that goes by the Serpent?
Serpent.
It's the bar. It's Crump.
No.
Yes, you remember I mentioned to you Lanar or Lannis.
Lannis
I'll
Crump.
get it eventually. Lannis Crump.
Well, then that's what I say instead.
Yes.
You say this to Levi?
Yes.
Did you tell him your name, by chance, as you're making this friendship companion with this drunken man?
I have not shared my name yet, no.
Okay. Levi, a little tipsy. I don't think he's picked up on. I'll roll actually to see if he's picked up on you being. I would say no. He's at that state where he's just within that friendly conversation that some things and details as he's like stuttering through his words, he's not really picking up that you're being very closed off in some areas, I would say. But Levi will take his beer stein that you have ordered for him. I'm going to say it cost you a silver piece for a round of beers. And he will hold up his beer and just like, looking for a crump. Who the fuck wants to get crump?
Yeah.
Fine.
As Levi turns and looks and asks out people, you will see these two individuals start heading towards the door.
Would I notice if they like looked over at us and overheard and decided to leave as soon as I mentioned the name?
Make it. We're going to do a perception check.
Okay. That's a 33.
It's not high.
Fucking road.
It's not high enough.
You can see the matrix coding.
He sees 9 individuals in a video call.
Yeah. The one, I was like, let me blow it up just so you guys can see what these two look like. If that helps at all.
They look like human Pokemon. Got it.
They are human Pokemon, you are correct. The top one made just enough of a gesture that perception-wise you would have noticed that there was a slight thieves can't signal. Being a rogue.
I know these can't.
You know thieves can't, exactly. That there was a small little hand gesture of a swooshing, and basically as they swooshed they pulled back and then crossed their chest. Within this matter of a second they both basically started walking towards the door. This was the indicator of what you saw, of them walking out. This sign basically means they've been found or like they're aware of their surroundings of you, and that's why they've done this sign of basically saying like we've been found. So they're heading towards the door basically.
Levi's a banner.
They're heading out the door.
Scion goes up the door.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You want Cyan to follow them?
Yeah. A little, not right on their tails, but a little bit behind them.
Feels just like, oh, there they go.
Right.
Follow right after.
Maybe the otherworldly assassin.
Well, I can't just chase right after them. It's too given away, and as long as I know where they are.
Yep. You were clacked.
Okay. As you clock these guys, they start heading this way.
Just ting.
Ding. I'll say they start heading towards this main hall if you're just tracking them basically. I also will need a stealth check from Sam.
Oh boy. Yay, stealth 4.
What was that?
Cyan's got +4 on stealth, which would be good to me, D20.
Yeah.
Cyan doesn't have reliable talent. And Cyan rolled a 2.
Oh no.
What's up with this Fox Cat following us?
Cyan's just like eating nuts off of the bar. As very obvious as possible.
Just looking at them all wide-eyed, just sitting in the street.
Pretty much. Like, you know, every time you turn around and there's a black cat standing right behind you, and you're just like, that's not fucking obvious that that thing's following me. That's exactly what Cyan's doing right now. Every time these guys look back, they're just like, what the fuck, man? Like, and they'll take a couple more steps, and they're like, just like, it's still there. Like, it's just always there. But these guys are heading towards this hall. I will say...
Well, I am definitely going to exit the tavern now, because even if Cyan's been caught, she can still communicate with me telepathically, so I know they went inside the building.
Yep. And if you're heading this way, towards Cyan, you probably run into Block of the Emperor if you guys are heading out back towards the main town.
Yeah.
Okay. I will
I
say...
figured once the Emperor healed Goblin, we'd just take him out of the building and
Okay. I will...
pass him off. Some people be like, his leg got crushed.
Okay. You guys have been...
I
We
just
managed to
kinda-
heal him.
Flop him in the back of like a cart or something, like wherever you'd be comfortable, and just like time to move on with what we need to do.
Okay.
Well, then I'm going to tell them that... What was that dude's name again?
Lannis Crump.
Levi.
Yeah, let's get Crump. It's time for Crumping. Well, I'm just going to let them know. Sat down at this table and ended up just asking about Crump, and these two individuals signaled to each other to leave as soon as I mentioned his name. Cyan saw them go into that building, and I just pointed over to it. So they at least know something. They know who we're looking for.
What's going on?
But they felt the need to leave from the mention of his name, so if we're going to go into the building, I feel like we should be prepared, or we could, I don't know, try and sneak out to it, see if we can hear anything, stand outside a window, duck underneath the window, not get seen.
Or the two of you enter and I turn invisible and go in behind you for
Uh,
6 seconds, but I can get around the other side of them.
You could be an insurance policy, certainly, but we're just here to talk and barter. We just need the damn fuel, and we need to get out of here.
Exactly.
We don't want to spook him into thinking that we're here to kick the hell out of him.
Can we if we need to? Is that an option?
I mean, I don't know if kicking his ass is going to get us the fuel we need. I mean,
intimidation is always a useful thing.
Last resort.
We threaten to kick them.
We use our words first, and if that doesn't work, then we use our blunt objects, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not really good with blunt objects, though. Sharp and pointy ones are my thing.
Yeah, it's a dick.
Well,
So well done.
everyone's got their thing. And I just
Yes,
start,
blunt objects certainly are not mine.
and I'll just start making my way over here, towards the building.
As you guys head towards the building, Kavara, your bird was looking for Locke or the Emperor.
Orville. But
Orville.
since they're disguised and Scion's out, I believe the Hawk might recognize Scion.
Roll me a perception check.
I don't think Vale was super disguised from what I recall.
No, I
Vale
just
uses
had, like,
this guy's kit, so
Yeah,
Vale
I
is
just
It's
had,
like,
like,
like a 45 on
regular
it,
clothing
so...
thrown over like my studded armor and everything, and I had like
23.
makeup over my tattoo, so it just looks like the rest
I
of my
thought you-
skin.
How about you put on the Corsair robe too?
Basically, I just
Oh.
look like basic Vale. No extravagance whatsoever, just basic Vale.
I don't know when we're gonna get to use that Corsair armor, but I feel like that's gonna be some shit. Anyhow, okay.
So 23 for perception.
There you go.
Yeah, Scion's the giveaway. Scion and Vale would be the first of the three that your Bloodhawk would see.
This bird just flies up directly in front of you and just goes.
Pretty much.
Basically. To see its just wings just flapping like crazy, like trying to point them to look towards the smoke.
You think this is Kavara's? I think this is Kavara's. Very Kavara-esque.
You can roll me an insight check there, Val.
Gets like a 1. What's this random hawk doing?
No, we are very, very reliable with insight. That's a 24.
Oh, yeah, I think yeah. He's the
Time out. I would just picture one of these times. It's like, how did you guys get lost in the forest? What the fuck happened? We saw a frog and thought it was Kavara.
It was a friendly frog, okay?
With the 24,
Like, it ripped good at me, I ripped it back, I thought we were friends.
yeah. As a 24, you would recognize that as a Kavara hawk, even though it's doing weird-ass gestures. But, like, it lands on, like, a cart for a second and starts, like, picking at, like, some bread and, like, looks at you, and then continues doing its thing for a second as it's, like, hopping around.
I just stood there and looked at it, like, stroked my chin out a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely Kavara, for sure.
Bird's neck movement is like this.
Yeah. It's getting crumped, too.
It spells Kavara in the sand with the speak.
Send a message through your bird.
Very good deception check if it's not.
Do you have any way of communicating with the party that we have separated from? You've used that before, right?
Yeah, I can still cast sending. I figure we alert them once we get fuel, but
Get it kind of on the ready, because hopefully these people are nice, and I'm just gonna kind of knock on the door, like not a scary, but like
this looks like a store we can just enter, right?
Oh, it's a store? Oh, I thought it was like this. They lock themselves up in some building.
It's not a store.
It's not a store. All right.
Town hall?
It's not a town hall.
Is it a manor?
You can call it a manor.
I see the
Okay.
stage.
So I will
They got
knock
money,
on the
let's go.
door.
Maybe a guild hall or something. I don't know.
So you're knocking on the door then?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What's the knock?
What's the knock? Well, being me, it will be in the form of like
Roll me a
a rhythm. It's gonna be like a random beat rhythm, like a.
roll me a performance.
Absolutely.
It's a haiku in knock format.
I'm gonna hide right here in between these cards and looking through this window.
19. I have not rolled a performance in so many sessions. Depending on what the dice check was, I start rapping to it too.
Make your check go up. Your DC go up.
After
My
knocking,
name is Shake Shula, the Mike Rula.
Old school.
after knocking,
Mhm.
the door has a slide away like eye slot, and you see a white face painted over, black eyes across, very like almost like geisha wise in makeup, staring out at you. Just looks you up and down, closes the eye slot, doesn't say anything, and then you hear the clicking of the door unlocking and opening up.
Nice. I'll just enter on in like I belong there.
I'm just gonna poof, go invisible and follow in behind him, so it just looks like him going in.
I'm gonna do like a little stretch at the doorway, like I'm just kind of taking my time before it shuts behind me.
Roll me a stealth check there, Blanca.
Oh boy!
Is there an advantage for being invisible?
Definitely get a boost on it. I can't remember exactly what it is. Probably an advantage. I'm not sure.
Depends on where he went invisible, is what I'm saying.
Or right outside?
Fair. He's invisible, but not silent. Do they have a creepy door?
That's true, and
Like the entrance to a saloon.
well, let's see, natural 20
Hey!
for 21.
Hey! Okay.
Hey.
Hey! The Emperor, as you delay the closing of this door just enough for the block to slide and right behind invisible for not anybody to notice. As you look around, there are two different fireplaces. There are low tables, very Japanese, like a couple inches off the ground, seating mats, and then there is a stage across the back with different instruments that are racked up and stuff like that. You can see only a couple other people. I will say these guys are over here at this point. See about 7 people within this hall. You see the geisha woman that had let you in, and a gentleman with golden neck collar all the way up, rising up, and as it wraps around his ears, it begins to form almost like a jawline, like it's a jawline from this golden like emblem, this metal that he has around his neck. You can see that instead of the black lines like the geisha woman, he has white across his eyes painted over, almost the complete opposite of her. His garbs are very nature tone. I mean, they're very dull. He wears like lightish green pants, a silk vest, and then the geisha woman is like full blown, just think geisha garb. She's full blown geisha. As the Emperor, you're greeted by these two. Just welcome indeed. Your first time here. I don't recognize your face.
I represent someone much more charming and wealthy than I am. Listen, we need fuel. We need it quickly. We have coin.
Darling, that's not what this is.
Pity.
If you're looking for fuel, I'm sorry, the door is right behind you, but this is an exquisite emporium where the performances are immaculate and secretly done, as we do forms of witchcraft and arts that are not meant to be seen by the world. You knowing the secret knock to get in here surprises me, but...
Yes, well, I am quite a famous performer in my own right. I just like to keep a low profile.
I think while he's having this conversation, I'm like wandering through the room, scanning the different people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you walk around the room, you have token-wise, you have people that are very much trying to cover their identity. You see very just over-the-top headdress that wraps around, very chainmail and just forged of different metals, forming a almost like veil that covers up this brute of a man, but you can see he has a slight green undertone skin on this side. And then these two over here, you have a turban, dark blue, wrapping, covering the face of of an individual. This man right here is bearded and bald. He's probably the most covered in any sort of disguise, I would say. But as he sits there, he is in heavy pelts and furs, and he just sits cross-legged on the ground, just waiting.
Well, and is everybody just kind of looking at me, or are they all just kind of fucking off to their own thing?
They're all kind of looking at you at this point in time.
Fair enough, that's the way I like it.
These two over here look at you for a second and then continue back to their conversation. These two are completely facing you and eyes have not left. This man over here looked at you for a second and then went back to sipping some sort of super beverage on the table in front of him.
Did Vale describe the individuals that he saw going here?
No, I just told you that there were individuals.
Oh, sorry, you guys go ahead.
I'm just going to try and see if I can figure out who are the most recently sat down, who have been here the longest, using the tables and stuff, who has the most cups or things who drink from or food, figure out who's been here a while and who just rolled in.
The only table with a food or any sort of cup in front of them is this man right here.
So it's not him. Did say it was two of them.
I'm gonna...
All the other group right there.
Your was right.
I'm gonna do this. So I just kind of walk casually to the center of the room here. Looks like, I don't know if it's a makeshift stage or just kind of a centerpiece here.
That's a table there.
Yeah, it's like a table.
I'll stand on it.
Definitely a stage right here, right at the top.
There's a stage at the top.
Oh, there it is. Okay, fuck
Yeah,
this.
man, there's instruments for a loop.
I needed to zoom out a little bit more. My apologies. That's on
No,
me.
you're all good.
No.
And I'm just gonna say that my specialty is a little bit of improv, and I'm gonna take out my drum, and I'm kind of initiating a jam session, if you will, kind of inviting everybody to kind of show me their skills all at the same time. And I'm gonna just start playing the sickest beat you've ever heard on a hand drum.
Okay. Roll me a performance.
Alright. Okay, so that's 17. Oh, and I forgot to mention, as I'm beating on the drum too and the beat's starting to kick in, I'm also going to use thaumaturgy to kind of bring the lights dim and then flick them into a teal color.
Trying to set the mood.
Yes.
This one goes out to all my lovers. Yeah.
Totally wild. Etc., etc.
As the Emperor is performing within the quarter, we go to the airship, because I like leaving you guys on cliffhangers.
Yeah.
I'm notorious for it. You know, TV shows when they get to a part and then they cut to the other, four characters?
Yeah.
That's my style. The people on the
We have
airship...
to go back to it for another 5 episodes.
Yeah.
We have an A plot, a B plot, and a C plot currently going on.
Correct.
I want to hear from Drumris and Avamir, damn it.
I do too.
Drumris is playing the D&D equivalent of solitaire.
Heck yeah.
Yep, just like...
You have cards, you just be playing, yeah.
We have cards and a broken chess set.
That's
Yeah.
the saddest thing I've ever heard.
I had dice, but it was stolen.
What a lovely morning we've... Oh boy, it's gonna be a great day.
You know,
I start feeling...
You know what I think it is? Drummers would be playing the broken chess set against his hammer.
Just set it up and lean against the chair.
I think Avamira would take interest in that and probably have a cup of tea, maybe have her spell book out, floating around her, reading it casually, flips the page with her finger, but just watching this game go down between Drummers
And the hammer.
I'll look at Avamere and be like, eat sheets.
Like that our story.
I'm just happy you two are having fun again.
Oh yeah, it's been a while, but well, we pick right back up where we left off.
Yes.
Hey, drummers.
All the last time.
We're gonna do some rollies for a second.
You lose against your hammer.
What on earth could I possibly be at risk by playing solitaire?
No, chest against your hammer, man.
I want to know what you rolled first.
Oh wait, sorry, what am I rolling?
Just a d20.
Just rollies.
Yeah, rollies.
D20?
Yeah.
18 on the die.
Okay. I rolled a 15. So your hammer, as he's like hanging out as you're playing your solitaire game, and starts leaning over. You catch him just enough where he was about ready to start smashing and like destroying the everything. You just catch him enough where you're like, not today, kind of thing. So he was
Come on, you.
yeah, he was gonna disrupt your game for a second.
So while all this is going on, Drummers is beating his hammer.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yep.
Normal morning.
Kavara, your birds have found Vale, but did not find anything in the ravine. As they have went around the smoke and kind of gone in and out, there's nothing besides gray outlined rock and stone and soot. But it's just very, it was like, the vision through there is not giving anything from your blood rocks.
Well, I guess the birds would come back and tell Kavara that, and she would kind of just ignore it after that.
Okay. And then Temin,
Yes, present.
what are you up to?
I'm on the airship. We're just all chilling in the war room. I don't know. I feel like, given that I have just reclaimed some powers and whatnot, I would just be kind of like, I don't know, pondering, or maybe I'd be holding that sword that I have, and like, just kind of pondering and like I'm not necessarily like wondering the deal that I made, but like now knowing that this is like attached to me and whatnot, or it's with me, you know, at all times. So I would be kind of just like
You're not worried about it.
He's brooding. He's brooding in the corner.
Yeah, good way. Yeah, I'm brooding.
Okay, brood in the corner. Let me get. Where's that? Can I have a charisma save from you there, Temin?
Charisma save. Trying to kill me by just in my thoughts.
It's your curse now.
Yeah, you're cursed. What do you expect? Temin can't go more than a week without being cursed.
Good thing I'm proficient in this. 17.
17 is a pass, so you don't have to add anything to your character sheet right now.
Yeah, like Drumus struggled with the charisma saves, but I think Temin's probably the best person to have this curse.
Somebody on the airship? Atlas, you're the one steering it right now. Roll me a D100.
D100? 0-1 die on it. 47. I was born as a number you could roll on a D100.
It doesn't affect you. Yeah, it does not affect you right now, but that's all I can say.
Do I have to like, be actively steering this ship or just like have a hover mode?
You have a hover mode.
Okay, I was hoping.
I was hoping. No, I want you to just constantly have to, I want you to constantly have to just keep driving into a loop and slowly be burning fuel.
I was really hoping it was the hover mode. But the way you were talking about it, I had to say at the wheel, I was like,
no,
I would say the wheel anyways. We've driven this hole 2 times. But I was hoping to at least explore the cabin a little bit, not be glued to the wheel.
Yeah, no, you definitely can explore the cabin a little bit. I will say, as you explore around, even though this was dropped, buried underneath the sand and stuff like that, looking in the cupboard, you can find a cool captain's hat, and I will let you describe how you want it to look. But you'll look around, and you can find a captain's hat.
Think about this. I don't know what I want now, but I'll think about it.
I will let you, like I said, I will let you detail how you want it to look, but there's a captain's hat.
Captain's hat. Nice.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
It could be pirate. It could be just a simple ball cap. It could be
the most generic giant cartoon captain hat with a skull on it.
It's a cap with a brim that just keeps going up and up and up.
No, it's Doug Dimmadome.
Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome.
Thank you for finding my long lost son, Dale Dimmadome.
Okay. Performing his hit song, Drum Beat Go Boom Boom Boom, we have the Emperor. he likes that bass and drum over house, apparently.
Yeah, it's catchy. It's just a set vibe, a bit more universal.
Yeah.
Do I see anybody joining into the jam session?
Nobody's joining into the jam session.
Oh, that's super lame. So we gotta turn it up a notch. I do not have any lyrics performed, but I'm going to try and kind of elevate my performance to another level. I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make the drum kind of echo off the walls as well and kind of really make it bass wave, basically. And just try to turn up a notch with another performance, I suppose.
Okay. Do another performance.
Okay. Whew, let's go. That's a shit one. 13.
As you are performing and you try to keep up with the same BPM and, keep that trance going.
The drop was weak.
The drop was weak. Yep. It's kind of like that SNL skit. When is the bass going to drop? And then everybody's head explodes.
Timing is everything, Garrett.
Timing is.
So I think while the Emperor was performing, I would have been watching these 2 tables to see which ones are staring at him, which ones are avoiding eye contact.
Mm-hmm. That's where you're at right now, Blanca?
Yes.
Okay. This one's going to get up off the table and walk back towards the wall and start leaning relatively close to you, I would say. And quietly, under their breath, you don't think you can be seen, do you?
Not by most, but we were looking for a certain individual to acquire some Skytrol on him. We heard there was one in town. One of our friends told us a group came in here after they mentioned the name. Didn't know which of the 2 it was. But if you're approaching me, I'm guessing that's you.
I'm expecting some coin, if that's what we're here for.
We have coin.
I'll leave now. don't follow too close. And they start heading towards. You will hear them call out to their companion. Kellen, we're going. And they start heading out the door.
I get that name again.
Kellen.
Kellen?
Yep.
Alan Quinn?
Kellen Quinn.
I figured I would
Quinn.
I would slowly follow behind him. As the door is like opening, I would slip out it and just
Am I getting a nod?
let
that
them
you're
get some.
leaving the building. Am I just gonna jam here all fucking night?
I'm still invisible, so
And you don't know what they look like, so you just know that there's people leaving.
Val, who's still outside the building with Scion, would see these two individuals leave.
Yep, I'm hiding right behind this cart.
Make a self check for me.
Yeah, we're gonna take a 10, 27.
You are one with the cart.
I figured once I slipped out and they get some distance, I'd wander over to Vale. Like, once they're a little bit of distance, I'd message the Emperor. Where Vale and I will talk with the people that are leaving. That's who we're looking for.
They're heading down over the river, across the bridge. If you're keeping an eye on them.
Through the woods.
Yep, and we'll just follow behind them slowly.
Grandmother's house we go.
Whatever you said to me, I will replay it in my brain like Dora the Explorer, like bridge, trail, forest.
Backpack!
But I'm gonna give you enough time for me to do my final act and hope that I end on a crusher note.
Since I am back in my backpack.
Vale, you're still in this. Are you in this building or are you outside the building?
I never went in.
Okay. I ain't missing an opportunity to perform in front of a bunch of like
Random people.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Alright. But I'm gonna follow them. But like keep on hiding.
stealthily tracking.
Yes.
I will say they enter into this building.
Okay. Yeah, Bruce got the money, so we'll chill outside. Like, once we get close to the building, I figure we'll chill outside for... let the Emperor catch up.
Hey man, you got silver.
You earned that, buddy. Alright, well, I'm gonna try for while they're
I have 5 gold.
While they're heading out, I'm gonna try and do a crushing finale as best as I can. Because it's not often that I get to just perform, so I want to give this one a little bit more heart, and because I can't stay long. So I'm actually going to drop the visage, I don't know how it's pronounced, of Kane, and return to my shiny, badass, well-known form of the Emperor, and finish the solo, or whatever, since nobody joined in, and just leave on a good note.
Okay, roll me another performance.
Alright, let's do this. Not great. I'm gonna try one more time with one lucky. Because I'm determined, damn it. I rolled less. Do I take the less?
No, you pick either.
Yep.
With lucky.
Balls. Alright. Anyway, performance still not terrible. It's a 14.
You get booed like a Time Hero.
Yeah. Yeah. Like notes are just like playing all
Wow.
fucking.
A 14. It's silent as you finish the last note. You're waiting for any sort of response or recall from the crowd. You get 1, clap.
Oh, rude.
The
single
forensics
golf
clap. The forensics clap. The single clap.
Oh, maybe
Three.
it's a good thing.
Everybody's going to do it on 3, 2, 1.
We'll work on it.
He just snapping of the fingers.
Anyway,
As you finish your song, the woman that let you in will graciously walk up towards you after exposing yourself, and it's great wording there, Alex.
exactly what I did.
Exactly what you did. She, sorry, dear, that was not 10s across the board.
It was an improvised performance. I just appreciate the opportunity. I must be on my way, unfortunately. But thank you for inviting me and giving me an opportunity.
I will give you this as something to work towards. It's a spell scroll.
Spell scroll, you said?
It's a spell scroll.
Okay. I will attempt to identify it without casting identify. I just want to look it over to see if I recognize the message.
It is a 3rd level spell scroll for the spell Soundburst.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to make me roll for it or something.
Nope.
That's alright. Soundburst.
Soundburst.
Okay. Well, I appreciate this. Do you have any business cards or trinkets of something I can remember this place by that's not necessarily monetary value? I will cherish this and it will be put to good use, don't get me wrong, but I just want to remember my experience here. Or is there something I can leave, perhaps? I begin kind of just thinking about things that I got on me after I asked that and just kind of think about it.
Oh,
Of course, I have a business card, and I also give them a pre-rolled of some of my own materials that I've been traveling with my brand on it, of course.
some of your speeches and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Collection of poems.
yeah, things like that. But yeah, just like yeah, I leave a couple of trinkets and things of mine behind, like just little marked things, not anything.
I'll put his
about-
garbage from this place.
Hey. Every artist has to start somewhere, and eventually to my business card will be like, they'll have it framed on their wall, and I just, I keep rambling.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Stop. It's too much. This is our business card. On top of the scroll she gives you a fan. Literally a fan that flaps down. If you flap it down, it is black, but within the right light, it shimmers, and it says the word "the Quay."
wait, can you spell that for me?
Quay.
Do I understand that? Or recognize the language?
It's in common, and she will say, "We're not the only Quay within Gastren. We are well established. If you find other establishments, flaunt this fan. You can maybe improve your performance and find a home. We do signing contracts for performers of different acts and assortment. We implement dark arts and magics within our performance for those that have the means. We like to find the unique and odd, the ones that stand out from the crowd. Those are the ones we recruit for the Quay. You have talent. but you have lots of work to do.
I appreciate the criticism. Inside, mentally, I'm like, fuck this bitch. Hoping that they don't have like telepathy or something.
I heard you.
Yes, what?
Heard everything.
If
I'm gonna graciously exit, basically, unless they have anything else to
no,
offer or say. Okay.
that is it.
Alright.
If you
So I'm just gonna kinda do a little slight bow, and before I head back out, hopefully this doesn't waste too much of my stuff, but I'm gonna cast Disguise Self once again, just to back to the same red hair, pale skin, frail, roguish looking type, and walk out.
after performing
Can I get the name of their crew again?
the Quay, Quay.
Oh, okay. Perfect. And so essentially the Dark Arts performers, they recruit people based on certain things.
Yep, and they do contracts where you can constantly earn coin, basically, from their performance halls.
Mm-hmm. This is the quake.
This is the Quay. You got it.
Right.
I'm gonna lean over to Vale while we're like waiting for the Emperor and be like, you know, that place kind of reminded me of home.
Home?
Yeah,
Where's your home?
very over in Stara. Very similar decor.
I'll have to visit there someday. Wait, are we doing that?
We're heading towards my home. You'll get to see.
Okay, so I will get to visit it. Yay!
And then figure the Emperor will start roaming towards us once he leaves.
Yep.
Are you still invisible?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna look up at you and just like.
Alright. As you
This building
guys...
has no windows.
This building has no windows. It is blocked off. Oh. As you guys wait for the Emperor slowly heads towards you. Somebody on the airship, roll me a D100. We already had the Atlas roll me a D100. I want somebody else to roll me one.
I rolled D100 last week, so I feel like it should be
Last week? It's a new week, buddy.
I know, but like D100 is like an honor to roll or a curse, and I don't want to.
You're already cursed, so.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alamera,
So,
roll me a D100.
I'm bowing out of the D100.
The safety of our ship is in your hands, no pressure.
All you know is that you'll either be affected or not affected.
Correct.
Alright, so who's rolling D100?
I said
Not
Alamera,
on Simple Cat.
but I don't care who does it. Germers, Alamera, Kavar, or Timon.
Germers just got rid of a curse.
Yeah, Jermis is too busy playing solitaire to possibly be bothered to do anything.
Taking a day off.
I'll do it.
I mean, have one day, please. I'm taking away, please.
Avamera will do it, but
Okay.
nervous as always.
Yeah.
First rolling.
I'll go, but I'm gonna complain the whole time.
Yeah. Back at 81.
81.
Good roll, good roll. Potentially. I don't know how this is going.
Exactly.
That's the fun of it.
Is there,
And the horror of it.
Maybe?
What is a good roll?
An 81's a good roll.
Hey, there you go. Well, what's your point of view on this?
Right. Avamera, with an 81, as you're studying your book. And this is your normal spell book, correct? And you're kind of looking over and just memorizing your spells.
Yep. Casually reading.
your pages will begin to flip for a second. And then they are going to stop. Page is going to begin to tear itself out and crumple itself on the book itself.
You'll load up and put it back.
Page begins
Did that one.
begins to fold itself and form a mouth. It is
And
a spell of communication, a spell of sending, we will say, but it's not from this plane. It's from Ufari. My dear child, they are here. They laid siege to the castle. I'm afraid that our defenses are holding off what we can, but their ship is devastating and destroying our walls. You have not been told everything about the importance of your state in the matter of hands with being Queen of Ufari, as we try protecting you as much as we could. You and your sister. You must make haste home quickly if they get to the Mother Crystal. Things will not be what they should be. As the page says this, it begins to back unfold, and unlike time itself begins to start unraveling and reforming itself back into your book.
Amira would be just probably sitting there silently sweating and looking over to Drumaris and saying, "Did you just hear that?"
Did I hear anything?
If you guys are within the same room, you can roll me a perception check if you want, but I was like, it was out loud, so this anybody within the room, anybody in the room, it would have been audible enough for them to hear
It's
it.
too enveloped by solitaire.
I know that yeah.
I'm imagining
The absolute silence.
I'm imagining that howler from Harry Potter. Like,
Right.
Yeah, kind
message
of.
gets delivered and like,
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
I forgot about that.
I did, what was that?
they're laying siege to Ufari, where the Mother Crystal is.
Oh!
Very bad.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Shite! Oh, that is... Oh!
And now we are the only two people that know this.
Feel like maybe my game can wait a bit.
Yeah, Amira will set down her cup of tea, close the spell book. Should we tell Temin and his new goddess? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know who I trust more, Temin or Atlas. Let's tell Kivara. She'll know what to do.
She'll summon something. Let's
That's
go
so
tell
lame,
Kivara.
off the rails.
I'll pick up my hammer and I'll look at it and be like, this 2 out of 3.
Hands
Let's go.
So proud of you, guys.
And Avamir will start kind of dashing her way through the ship, looking for Kavara or a sort of an animal of some sort, leading back to Kavara.
Kavara is up on deck, playing with her birds.
Avamir will burst up. Kavara? Okay, focus on us, not the birds. Birds away. We have an important message for you. I just got word that my home planet of Ubari is under siege by my sister. No, it's jumped off right now in Femin, and what just happened with Zarm, but what do you think you could summon? What do you think you could do?
Kavara's gonna sit there and think and be like, we should probably let Blanca know.
I love the game of telephone that's happening right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
Thinking ahead, that's why we came to you.
Avamir turns to Jermis like, oh yeah, we should block her.
Hey, you know what? That's on me. That one's on me.
Alright, so are we kind of like above where Blanca and the rest of the group are?
Yeah, pretty much. You guys are above the forest, basically just waiting out for the signal for them to come back.
Well, because y'all trust Kavara so much with this information, Kavara's gonna jump off the side of the ship to go get Blanca.
I think that's the least surprising thing that's happened today.
Oh, I'm not shocked, but same time, I was like, always felt like that. Maybe we should go after him.
I mean, I don't think I can, just jump. Oh, drummers, it'll hit the ground pretty hard.
Avamir flashes the fallen as my bat wings float down. Under
Bruce will jump off the airship.
there's no Dreamers dies.
I thought I was like 100 feet up or something.
Yeah, you guys are like 150, 200 feet up.
Yeah, I'll just do like the hammer down, like plummeting down.
Well, Kavara had a plan when she jumped off. But, what did Kavara notice that Drumish jumps off too with Avamira?
I'm sure he would yell.
Today we'll learn the answer to the age-old question. What if your friends all jumped off a cliff? Would you do it too?
Yeah, the question is, what the hell is Temin doing and Alice doing as these three are jumping off the ship?
I'll just...
If I can see it like up on the bridge, it's like, there's nothing you do about it. I need to make sure the ship doesn't crash. And I was like,
I'm here for it.
hope they have plans. They're magical. They have some plan, probably. Like, I could have lowered the airship a little bit first, but that's fine.
I could have landed.
Yeah, Alex, I'll cast Fly on myself
Yeah,
as I'm descending.
I figured.
Kavara's gonna use her starry form, dragon form.
Yep.
While she's flying down.
I imagine Drumis's fly is just, the hammer pulling him off.
I knew that as Thor.
Yeah, very
Oh yeah, no doubt he has no idea that this is a thing he can do. He just, he's just like, well, let's see. Hey.
I was like, we either can make it so you're very Thor with your hammer spinning around, or it would be hilarious if you had like the most tiny wings, just flapping for their life.
I think
Like
it's
riding
I'm
his hammer,
surrounded in the
tiniest
golden
rope.
energy and I'm just diving down.
Or you could be riding your hammer. That would be funny too. But the golden energy, like just yeah.
Hammer cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
I just want like his beard to fan out and just like start flapping in the wind.
Guys, Dreamers is a very serious character.
What, so
No, his beard's definitely like going up. The braids, like
Yeah.
yeah definitely.
yeah. So what was that, Dreamer? So you have a golden ray right from the hammer, and you're basically flying with that.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. Avamira with her bone wings.
Oh, bat wings now.
Yeah, they're bat wings, but yeah. So everybody's flying. Temin, Atlas, still aboard I mean,
I got nothing. I literally can't leave to see what's going on.
I know.
So.
Alice is just like in the captain's quarters, like flipping switches, like probably like.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't think of anything else that I wanted to look at the hats, but I think it's just like like the old like leather aviator hats.
Yeah.
I think it's that.
Okay.
And he has like his goggles of like night vision on top, like you would see.
Yeah. Okay.
They have like a flip down eye patch built in.
No, he still has his normal eye.
And then Temin, are you doing anything?
So it's just Alice and I are still on the ship?
Just you and Alex, yeah.
I'll just go up to check on Alice and he can't be just left hanging by himself.
Okay.
I was enjoying playing with the airship, sure.
So how's it going, Captain?
Pretty good. Found this hat and showed like it's like knock some like 20 pounds of dust off of it and put it on my head. Like it's fine.
What do we feel about everyone leaving and like?
Well,
should we like put on the parking brake and follow, or?
We're already sitting in one spot, 100 feet in the air. There's not much more parking we can do.
I'm just meaning, should we follow them?
I'm sure they had a plan.
Have you met us?
I have met a lot of you guys.
Plans don't really like happen beforehand. It's kind of like an on-the-fly thing, typically.
This is only the second time this thing's been in the air, though, after being out of the desert for like hundreds of years, so I'm hesitant to just leave it alone. But if you want to follow them, I can probably hold down the ship. I'm hesitant to just all of a sudden just turn off and just go like dive bomb into the earth.
Come on, Mile.
Atlas's big brain. Don't leave the ship.
You know what? I'm gonna lay back with you because there's something in me just says that if something were to happen on the ship, it would not be a good outcome if it was only you on the ship.
Yeah, try and probably only be able to be in the bridge while they're shooting the things that they can fly. Probably a bad idea.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang out with Alice.
Hopefully we'll be back soon and we figure out what's going on.
I love the backhandedness of I'll hang out with you because you'll probably fuck things up if I leave.
Yeah, literally, if they start shooting here,
last time he was left alone.
the airship's crashing.
Oh, and the time before that when he was left alone.
And the time before that.
Alright.
There was twice. Once I was abandoned, and once I went off of myself. Let's be clear here.
I'm gonna have the three of you guys kind of land on the map up here. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, the three of you guys are heading towards town. We'll go back to the others waiting outside. So we have Velblocka and the Emperor on his way.
Did we get all? I think I don't really know entirely what we got. I just assumed everybody left, so I rolled with it. So I'm just kind of doing the John Travolta kind of thing outside, wondering where my team went.
Okay.
South.
They went south, yep.
Oh, right, okay.
Who has the compass?
Alice does.
Alice.
I was like, who has the compass and the watch to tell time? And if only the compass could tell you where your teammates were, right?
That'd be great.
I have this cool orb type thing.
Alright, well, I'm gonna make haste down south towards this bridge. If I recall correctly, there was some trouble going on down here, so if I hear anything, I'm gonna keep my eyes open.
Would the Emperor actually see us, like, just fly into the ground right now?
It was like this is like a lot of like time placement of like when everything's happening. I feel like the Emperor would have been close to the operation out here before you guys would have landed, based off of you guys just descending to the ground and then traversing into the actual forest, because you wouldn't be able to land through the treetops unless you want to. Then I will have you try to roll like if you're trying to cut through the trees. We could have that check, but honestly, the outskirts of town coming in would be a lot easier. So
I think it would be hilarious.
I think it would be hilarious too if you guys tried.
It would be fucking great.
If you guys try to parachute into the force. But you can make that call.
Kavara's probably gonna go the safe route on this one.
Sensible.
Do we think Dreamers would go the safe route?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what his Dreamers do here.
I mean, Dreamers is just going down. As far as he's concerned, he's still falling at terminal velocity. It's just the fly is going to make sure that I don't hit the ground at terminal velocity.
Make a survival check for me, Dreamers. How about that?
It's not about the fall, it's about the landing.
A survival check?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have some guidance with that.
There's no way you can touch it right now, come on.
9 on the dice for a 9. How's a 9?
A 9?
Yeah, as in less than 10?
Yeah. If Dreamers is just going straight down, the ship was right above the forest. And Kavara is kind of flying off to the side. Dreamers is just going straight down, flying. You're crashing through some branches before your fly kicks in and makes it so you don't hit the ground, but you are taking some whiplash, just branches across the face as you're going. I will just say we'll roll a 9 is under 10. We'll do a 2d4. It's gonna be 4 points of whiplash damage basically as these branches are smashing into you. As you're
feel that in your neck tomorrow.
Yeah. As you were crashing through.
That's so perfect.
I'll hit the ground, I'll dust myself up, and hey, that went well! Perfect landing!
I'm glad you were thinking of what I was thinking there, Aaron. He's my favorite from the movie.
Peter is great.
Peter was great.
That's what I based my character on.
In
Aaron's campaign. So
that was my first thought, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm picturing the X-Force coming in." And
yep, that's literally what Steve was
He
based
just
off.
saw the ad. Survivors wanted.
I will say you will probably not be right next to the people then. Dreamers, I'm gonna throw you down, not in the water. You're gonna end up down here. Way in the bottom left corner if you're on the map.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
Do I make a cool crater? Tell me to make a cool crater.
I would say you would make a cool crater. You also have
superhero landing and everything.
And as it crashes down, these people over here, around this fire pit that's completely open, slightly raised above, which kind of looks like a crater. So actually it's down. They kind of know what the fuck was that? Is that another earthquake? They're holding, waiting. But yeah, no, you land by yourself as Rumors. Cool ass crater next to another crater with a fire pit and people a couple people down there.
Oh, do they see me?
As you stand up and kind of brush yourself off, they would probably see the top part of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stand up and start making my way to the bridge to the right. I'll just look at them and be like, "Stay in school, kids," and I'll just start running.
Okay.
Stay in school, have to jump out of airship.
Okay. And as you guys are entering into the facility, correct, Blanca?
Yep.
Vale, are you outside hiding, or is it just Blanca by himself?
I am still outside of hiding. I was gonna say I left Scion with Blanca because I don't know if they necessarily knew that Scion was with me.
Okay. Hamper was shortly behind. Blanca.
Yep. Scion's just gonna sit on your shoulder.
I was waiting for the Emperor to come in with me.
Okay. Cool. So the Emperor comes in with you. Moving things along. You guys enter into the means of we'll call it a warehouse basically. As you walk in, there are crates, there's barrels, there's just stuff on top of stuff, just stacked everywhere within this room. Leaning and sitting on the crates are those two individuals that you kind of tracked here, Killen and Lunas, or Crump if you want to call him. But as the two of you guys enter in, you'll have Killen finally, like, it was quite a performance you did there today, to you, the Emperor. Honestly, I was quite impressed. I'm surprised. We haven't had quite a number like that in a while, I would say. What would you say, Lunas? Yeah, I would say that is correct. Correct indeed. You'll see. Not many performers come around here these days, but it is what it is ever since.
Insight check.
Yep.
May I?
Yeah, amen.
Please tell me that's a 7.
That is a nat 1 for a total of 7.
And you wanted to use your lucky on the performance.
Hey, man. Can't win them all.
That's fair.
It's a 23 for my insight.
23. Man,
The block it can't.
He gets a direct message.
he's trying to play it off that he was impressed with your performance. It's coming off a little snotty, Blanca, you would say. But
I'm totally like rambling, like, oh, thank you so much. Like, it feels so good to hear
I'm
you
just
say
gonna,
that.
like, smack the Emperor's hand, like, like gently just tap your hand, like,
Just a friendly pat on the shoulder, like, oh, buddy. Yes, well.
so we're here for Skytrol, is that right?
that is correct.
Well, I asked for the coin, but didn't get to tell you a price because I don't think you have what it will cost you.
This is your rodeo, Emperor.
I didn't quite hear what you said. You don't think that we have the coin?
I don't think you have.
They asked for the coin because they aren't going to tell us the cost because they don't think we have the coin.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Just a moment. I contemplate, and at first I just kind of ask nicely, like, listen, we've had a really rough couple of days, and we really want to get the fuck out of here as quickly as possible, and unless you would like to hear another long performance...
I don't.
Let's
Not
make
at
this
all.
swift. Let's make this swift. So I'm going to try and be friendly here and try to, I don't know, perhaps persuade them, I don't know.
I'm all about quickness myself. I don't like when people waste my time.
Okay.
What is the amount you folks are asking for?
Well, I can imagine. Do I happen to know the approximate value of this fuel that I could kind of make a solid wage?
Pretty sure
I'll
Atlas
give them
first
the
place.
volume of our tanks.
Atlas bought the first round, so Atlas would have been the person to have the knowledge.
I guarantee he didn't casually mention it to anyone, let alone the Emperor.
I'll give the value. Like, I'll give the volume of the tanks. Because I would know that, because I'm, the one who helps fill them.
If you're gonna roll, I can see him like mentioning it to the blocker, because the blocker talk naturally sometimes. We want to make a roll for it or something, but I can probably tell the Emperor that.
We will make this a history check for block. Yeah. I mean, we
Can I use Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah. Yep.
So you were giving me Bardic Inspiration?
Yes, 1d6.
That is 19 with the Inspiration.
a full barrel, which is what you guys previously bought. The barrel runs about 500 gold.
Okay.
2 barrels. Which is probably what we want to get.
I don't think we can do 2 full barrels. We can do, we can do a 1.5.
Sure have a chessboard worth 2,500 gold.
Okay, well, I'm looking at 22 plat, 512 gold. I don't know what else we have as far as, like, items. That's just the coin that I have on me, or party loot.
I know where we got that chessboard that was worth like 2,500 by itself. The
Yep.
Emperor was hesitant to sell it, but that's a good argument.
Fuck. Listen.
Honestly, a barrel and a half will be fine for now. We can get more fuel once we get to the
Yeah. Yeah. A barrel and a half, so. And I start just, without even waiting for the nonsense, I'm gonna start just getting my coin together, like, so that they know I mean business.
750 gold for a barrel and a half. For the inconvenience of having to drain this barrel to down half, it's gonna be a surcharge, 50 more gold.
Oh, come on, you know that that's and I'm gonna try and talk them back down on that.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright. Plus 10. Bollocks. I rolled a fucking nat 2, 12. Okay, whatever, fine.
I'll throw in my, 50 gold that I'm chilling on for the fee.
Alright. So, 750. Yeah, that almost... and then it was... What was the add-on?
50. So
50, but I'm throwing in mine.
It's 800.
Perfect. Okay.
800.
750. That was almost... Oh. Hold on. I'll figure out how to key it in, but it was almost all of the coin that I had on me, so...
I forgot how much money I had for a second.
Well, Blacker adding that 50 in gives us a little bit left, so...
Yep.
It's not letting me remove it for some reason, I'll figure it out.
But we have the gold here.
Do you hand out? Are you holding the gold out?
Holding the gold out, but also at the same time waiting to see the Skytrol as well.
Okay.
So we aren't just getting ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, block is the muscle on the mouth.
As soon as you have the coin, follow us. They kind of traverse back through the warehouse.
Yep.
Large barrel right here. This is the half barrel right there for you. Kind of like takes a dagger, hits a little switch just for a second where you can see the oil spill out, and then close it back up. It has that sheen, that white shimmer.
Yep. I'd recognize it.
Yep. Crystal clear. Just recently ported out of the ravine. We'll take the coin. You take the barrels. Fair deal as deals go.
I'll toss him the coin and I'll pick up the larger barrel.
We'll catch it.
Because I'm still this guy, so they just see the skinny wizard, grab.
A barrel. Try
Yeah, just grab the whole barrel and...
it's magic.
I just look over at the two that we're grabbing, or the two people that are standing there, and just go, he's vegan. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sure he is.
And I'm not assisting Blanca with moving the barrels. I'm just keeping an eye on them.
Yeah, as a furbolg, I have large build, so I have the equivalency of a large creature for carrying capacity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I can easily just...
Still pretty fucking heavy, though.
Yeah.
These are big ass oil barrels, but yeah. So I'm just clocking them, and then as soon as the fuel is secure on the carpet, and I'll pass the coin over.
Oh no, we need the coin before we pass.
Yeah,
Okay. I already
tossing
subtracted
the coin as I'm grabbing the barrels type thing.
They take the coin, you take a barrel, you head outside to place it on the cart, on the rug, and this is when Drumus is rushing on over to you guys.
Yeah. I'm just glad that we're out of there, and that was relatively easy, I would think. And then I'm just gonna get on my horse and start heading as far out of town as I can. Getting ready to fly out as soon as I'm out of view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just we head out towards the clearing and then fly up.
Okay.
Is what I figured we'd do.
Alright. The two of you guys that are on the ship.
Yes.
I need... I don't really want... We'll do it as perception, I guess. I need perception checks from Temin and Atlas.
Okay.
I forgot how I'm good at this. I haven't used it in a while. 18 plus 9, 27.
12.
Temin, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
He's just jabbering his mouth, talking to Atlas.
Atlas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doing his job.
From the treetops, as you are coasting and you're in your captain's corner, you're getting your hat fixated and kind of look over. You see something that just catches your eye for a second. There is a small vessel that flies out of the trees, and it slowly is coming up to the bridge side of your deck, getting as very slowly coming up.
I would ask a question, but Alice doesn't have the information out there. Because I remember silver vessels being part of the other Titan killer. I can't remember the name of the other airship now. The bad guy's airship?
Mm-hmm. The Etherwing?
The Etherwing. I remember they had some little tiny vessels attached to them, but Alice was not there for that, so I cannot ask that question.
Correct.
Took me a second. They're like knocking Temin, like whatever, middle of war constantly. Temin, we have company.
Point him out.
They're right next to the ship. You just take 2 seconds to look down that way.
Alright, we should just keep our guard up, and I would say we should not swing first and ask questions later, but I think we should start with questions and work our way.
I mean, you can go down and talk to them. You can keep them right there. Or maybe it'll shoot them with a cannon and give me a signal if they start in trouble.
Alright, I can go and take a look and try to yell down to them.
I can see you from here, so just give me like a rock symbol. You want me to shoot them with a cannon?
Yeah. Alright, so I'll go and look down and just be kind of like, can I help you, friends?
You're still in the captain's corner?
Just keep an eye out. Hand on the levers, right now. Blast the smithereens.
Alright, so I see them. So yeah, maybe I'll just post up right about there.
Mm-hmm.
And then ask my question.
It's quite a beauty you have here, don't you? Wouldn't you agree there, Flick? Yes, I do agree. This is a nice ship. By how means did you come by one so fancy like this? As he says this,
Are you in the market for an airship?
As of today, I think we are.
But certainly not this airship. This one does not belong to you.
Not yet, that is. You seem alone there, friend.
Yeah, you would think, but that is not the case. I
want to say that as he says that, the birds are still up there, and they will circle around Temin.
Oh, yes, the birds.
The birds.
The birds.
The birds.
Have them all form wings behind them,
Okay, I'm not fucking Sephiroth.
Okay. Sure.
Well, if you think that you're taking this ship, you are sadly mistaken.
I mean, we're just waiting for the resources to come to us.
resources.
Yeah, the deal should be probably done right about now, I would say. Gillen is quite swift with his words.
Because I know that Atlas had mentioned like a signal of like it's all good. This isn't all good, so this would be a signal where I would hold up my finger and just start like illuminating it and like kind of like waving it a little bit to try and make sure Alice sees it.
Waving your finger.
I said one thing. Give me a signal if you want me to blow up the ship.
Yeah.
Shoot the cannons at the ship. So Tevin's going like this with light in the air.
Yeah, I'm not near any of the cannons, so
I don't need you to be by the cannons. I have a lever I pull to shoot the side cannons.
Yep.
So Tevin's going like this with a light. That's like, okay, we're blowing up the ship, and I'm shooting the cannons at their little vessel.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to be subtle. To just
Oh,
have
there it
to
is.
like. Oh wait, because you're like, wait, where the fuck? Hang on.
He's in the deck. He's in the main, like.
He's on the
control room
He's on the
where you can
captain's.
Fire all the
Okay, but
cannons.
that should be on like top, right? Not like down below one level.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So there's like a roof. Okay, never mind. I was thinking that it was like on the deck, and then there was like an elevated like cabin type thing that would still oversee the deck. If that makes any kind of sense.
It does oversee, like, if you really want to look at where you're pretty much standing underneath.
Oh yeah, you need to go out a little bit if you want.
Okay. I was misreading the map then.
The staircase up and down is like right behind you, and that's the staircase that leads up.
Gotcha.
So you're technically like beneath the deck.
Got it. Alright. And where the fuck is this whole like thing to shoot off the stupid ass cannons?
I just need a signal to shoot the cannons. I can do it from the bridge. That's why I told you, just give me a signal if you want me to blow the
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense now that I know that there's basically a roof above me.
Yeah.
I guess I would just yell up to Alice and just think those cannons might need to be fired off. You know, test out the firepower, Atlas.
Firing the cannons. Like, I'm not 100% sure that's what he meant. Like, threat to them or fire the cannons, but I was just going to fire the cannons at the silver vessel.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the noise will...
Yeah, at least the noise will alert everybody else there's problems.
Okay. Their ship is directly like... I'm trying to find my token for their ship, but it's not that. They basically quickly... It's not a very large ship. Basically hopped off. Ship took off. Little escape pod. You can take your little you can take your shot with the cannon towards the ship as it basically dropped him off.
I've done this in like 20 seconds. I don't know how to do it.
Ship attack! Woo! Woo!
It has 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Alright.
We need some change in music now.
Oh wait, I wasn't even supposed to roll to hit. They had to make a dexterity, DC 20 dexterity saving throw. That's for the other people shooting cannons besides me.
That's the appropriate music to mourn somebody who just got vaporized by a cannon.
Pretty much. DC 20?
Yeah, they gotta be the DC 20 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. That is a 23.
Okay, those take half of 16d8s then. So 71 halved.
71 and a half?
71 halved.
So 35.
35. To their little silver vessel.
As this cannon like just shoots out and everybody underneath in the town pretty much probably would hear this massive cannon be shot off. 10 men being the one on deck. I'm gonna need some initiative rolls from you guys. So the 2 on the deck. I'm also gonna have the people down below. I will tell you this: as soon as you get your cart and you're flying out, you put it on the carpet.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody else is still flying.
I'm on my horse, and as soon as I get out of sight, we transform back into riding on a fucking griffin, Sativa, and just woof, and I'm kind of taking off, leading the way by about 30 feet or so. I don't know how fast the carpet is. The carpet's probably just as fast, but we don't want to spill the oil tanks.
So the smaller barrel, I just put right into the pot of holding since it would fit, but the larger one has to stay on the carpet.
There you go. So it's just this big motherfucker on a carpet with one barrel, and so we're taking off. Vale can, I guess, ride with me if he can't fly. I don't know, or he can be on the carpet.
I definitely cannot fly.
Okay, you can probably fit on the carpet just as easy.
Would you like my initiative roll out?
I'm trying to get this cleared out.
So it is. I'm sure it's carrying over 400 pounds at this point. So it is.
Yes.
At 30 feet. If it's under 400, it's a 60-foot fly speed. Over 400 is a 30-foot fly speed.
Maybe I should go with Sativa then.
Yeah, but you and the Emperor fly up, and I'll be bringing the cargo in. Basically, I can defend it myself.
Yeah, because if that thing takes some heat, we could have a big fucking problem.
Alright, Alice, what did you roll?
19.
10 men?
22.
Nice.
You're prepped for a fight.
Maybe focus on coming out the right side of the ship. I'm shooting broadsides and off the left side of the ship.
Hey, look at us leaving all the rangers on the boat to just be like, yeah, good luck getting here.
Oh, Alex, you did add that sword to my inventory. Thanks.
I did.
We have a plan after all.
Well, you guys are first on the initiative order for this time round. I'm literally going to go through this round of initiative. Everybody else that's on the ground coming up, I will then add your initiative roll. So you guys can roll now, but I will get you in the next round.
Got it.
So.
Alright, I'm going to... I'm gonna hold the spirit gun out and power it up and be like, I'm gonna warn you once, friends. You need to leave.
They're on your ship and you're warning them. I love that. When did Temma become so passive aggressive? Temma, roll me a freaking charisma saving throw. Your sword is wanting blood. Let's be real.
You're just blowing up their escape ship, telling them to leave.
25.
25. Don't you hold back. Wait, wrong ways. Don't you hold back on me. Slice them. Give me what I want.
What I want is to destroy my ship, so you take a back seat and let me deal with this. You'll get your blood.
You. She doesn't act. As you're holding your action.
Oh, I didn't say I was holding my action. I was just threatening. I was waiting to hear a response because I'm yelling out to them.
Oh. Well. If you, they're attacking. Once I get to their turn, they're going to be attacking. It's just, you're the first in the action.
Alright, then then I will basically recognize that they're not backing down, and I will take aim at this motherfucker right here.
Okay.
And I will take my spirit gun shot. Nat 20, baby!
Hey.
He's back.
First one.
First one.
First shot.
So that's a 29 to hit.
That
Guessing that.
That kind of hits.
Kinda hits.
Kind of hits.
I'm
Crazy.
gonna roll my damage and then find out what the fuck is up with that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
And it's crit, so
Double the dice.
and,
Double the dice.
16 critical force damage.
That's doubled.
Yeah.
So it was a D10.
Yeah,
Sure.
so it's 2d10.
Yeah.
But you have
Yeah,
multiple
well,
laser beams
I'm
though,
roll-
so keep
It's
rolling.
It's 2d10 plus 3.
Yep. Are you pushing them back?
Yeah. And that's just shot number 1.
Yep, I know.
Knocks people off there should be great.
Honestly, if he had a better angle, he could. But
And shot number 2 is a 16.
16 just misses.
So that'll just go like right past his face, off the, basically just fly off the side.
Yep.
And number 3, that's a 17.
17 hits.
Alright, and that will be for 4 force damage. So less of an impact.
But still 20 on that first guy. As your spear gun shoots out, and this person.
Oh, and I gotta take 3 hits, 3 points of damage for,
You get one more shot, homie.
Yeah.
3
We're level
shots.
17. We're level 17 now. You get 4.
Ooh, can't
But
you-
I'm only, but is it,
It's based off your overall character level, not your warlock level.
well then fucking A. Oh yeah, it is 4 beams, you're right. Okay, then here comes shot number 4.
Yep.
And that one's in a 10, so that's not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's a miss.
You're better off not.
Alright, so, but there's 4, is it, each beam is 1 point of damage? Because you said that every time I take the spirit gun shot, I take a point of damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so each beam is, okay, so 4 points of damage. Okay. Technically that one spirit gun blast is 1 attack, right?
It's like it's
I
one
have
cast
two
the
attacks
spirit
per
shoots
action.
4 beams.
Yeah.
Technically, but
Yeah, I was like. Technically, it's one action of you shooting 4 shots from the one. Yeah, so it is. I was like. Yeah, it's just the 1 point. Because you're cast.
He's asking because he has 2 attacks as a monk.
oh, you can't use Eldritch
action.
Blast as a
Yeah,
Yeah, you can only cast 1 spell per action, but 2 attacks for 1 action with.
Yo, my point that I was getting at is I did the spirit gun blast,
Yes.
and then would I be able to like attack with my sword, the other attack action?
No.
No.
Yeah, Joel's like, no, we can't do that.
Then that'll be it for me.
Unless you have a special like
Could if
feat.
you were
There's like
level
feat
6
lets
blade
do
slinger.
it, but I know the Blade Dancer could have done it.
Alright. Ending
And also, it is also the time that I have to dip out too, so that's
Yep.
kind of perfect timing.
In combat.
All right, go with God, everyone. I will see you
How's
next
it
week.
going, man?
See you, bud.
Good time.
Oh, crap. Don't. I was like, crap, him leaving the call is going to screw up everybody's video.
Oh yeah.
Video.
Do you want me to leave it on?
If you just leave it on, once I end the call, I'll disconnect you anyways.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just leave it on.
Okay.
I'll mute everything.
You can mute it, you can turn off your camera if you need. We have like 30, 35 more minutes, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, Atlas, you're up.
How's their little silver emergency ship looking?
It is still holding up. It is. I need to switch it over. The shot was massive, but it didn't break its like formal shield that had it still above half.
Cool. We're gonna go again then.
Okay.
Use a DC-20. Take 30 save. Holy fails.
That is a fail.
Nice. You watch the broadsides. All the dice rolling. 63 damage.
It's standing barely.
Alright.
As this thing just blasts, like I said, the shield on front, which basically was a metal plate, as it has turned and tried to reposition itself away from the cannon, the other cannon on the other side gets a clear shot and just smashes the front of the ship, and revealing like the under skeleton holding this entire thing together.
I'm gonna action surge and blow it up again.
Loading up. Yeah, I mean, I have to remember what doesn't the cannon need to be reloaded?
The one that people besides the pilot shoots does, but the other one doesn't say anything about reloading.
You have to remember, it's been a second since I've looked at the ship.
Use the Cypher's fucking
Light can't hurt
stab luck.
which is the one the pilot doesn't use, says it has to reload every action. But it's the annual broadsides.
The light cannon hit hard points, 2 cannons on each side, fired by the pilot.
That cannot be fired by the pilot.
Yep. What are you firing?
The port broadside. Pilot only one.
Yep. You're correct. Yeah, I forgot how strong that cannon was. And with action surge being able to do it again.
Blow it up. It's my ship.
It's kind of stupid. That's a 13, so that's a fail.
Fail. Oh, let's see. 79 more damage to the little ship.
Yeah, that thing's gonna be dead that time. It only had 3 life.
I was tempted just to go down and shoot it with the action surge. I wish I had, but I'll just fire it twice. Also, sound feels cool.
Yeah, as their escape pod basically explodes because of these massive cannons on this god-killing ship you guys have. You guys
Overkill by far.
And at the end of the turn, he's gonna walk down the steps, like just spinning his revolver, like, all right, time to get some people off of my ship. So yeah, when I move, I'll walk downstairs next to Tem and threaten them. Then that'll be it on my turn.
Okay. These guys, well, now they have 2 targets.
Okay.
First one, I don't know if we can make it. I think he's going to stop. We'll hold the back. He has... He's a longbow. He will take a shot at you, Atlas, as you walk around the corner. He will wind up with his longbow. It's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
It's going to be 9 piercing damage.
Alright.
Another shot. It's going to be... He gets 3 shots. 22 to hit.
It's...
I'm going to just roll both of them. And a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's
Okay. 3 points on the second shot. 4 points on the third shot.
No.
As this dude rapid fires like his bow and takes a couple steps back, that will end his turn. This one, let me see if he can... He's going to run, dash, and do a goring attack where he is... I need a strength save from Temin. Who wants to roll for Temin? Somebody roll me a d20 and I can tell you what his...
Yeah, I want to.
Aaron's got it.
Okay.
Rolled a nat 17.
Alright. Temin's strength is... +1, so that's an 18. That's this dude's...
And help you there.
No, sorry, 18 versus a 22. He is going to get gold. So basically, this is a bludgeoning attack with this dude's great axe, and then it is pinning him down where he is now grappled. I got my dice. Demon is taking 17 points of bludgeoning damage and is under the grapple effect. That is that dude's turn. I have to write that down.
I didn't hear the effect. I heard 17 damage and
17 damage and he is grappled as he is being pinned down by this great axe is pushed back and basically he's full rushed, pinned him into this back pillar with this great axe and he is under the grapple effect.
Is that considered? No, never mind. Okay, never mind.
And then the third one will go up to you, Atlas. Swinging a scimitar in his hand, spins it, and he is taking 3 attacks with that, and then 1 attack with the dagger.
Fancy now.
That was very cocked. 24, 9,
Oh, misses.
and a 17.
Miss.
And I will do the dagger as well, just to get it over there. It's a 19 on the dagger.
Just
Scimitar. It's 10 points.
Alright.
And then the dagger. Dagger is 4 points. That brings us to the top of initiative. Everybody else, I need initiative rolls. Let me.
After his turn, I'm using my skirmisher reaction to hop back 5 feet without after the attack. Just a quick dash back step.
I'm at 21 because I rolled with advantage, so I'm right underneath 10.
I have a 24.
I'm using Gift of Alacrity on Kavara. So that's going to be 15 plus.
It's alright. Emperor was 21. Is that correct?
23
Yep.
for Kavara.
Yes, 21, sorry.
You're good. Kavara is a 23. Nope, not what I want. Blocka, what were you?
17.
17. Vale, what were you? 24.
24. Yep.
Drummers, what were you?
7.
7.
7.
And Avamera, what were you?
11. 7-11.
Dermis and Avamera bringing up the rear.
Okay. From the main deck, you guys
Isn't the war room sealed off? I figured we'd be like coming up on the main deck,
yes,
like over.
I know. I have to move you guys,
Yeah.
but you guys are all coming up separately. So, who was on the carpet?
Just me.
Just you. We're gonna say carpet's there.
Wait, I thought Vale was on the carpet too.
Vale is with you.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because my extra weight would have slowed the carpet down.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah, me and Satu, I got it. A little crowded, but
Fairly light.
Okay. Okay, sure, that makes sense. Drummers, you were flying.
Yep.
Kavar was flying, Avamera was flying. I will let you guys basically, I mean, you can, on the side of the decks, choose where you want to land within like the main deck area. I will let you guys kind of move your token. I should have let you, the other people have done it too, but pretty much within this square essentially is kind of where you guys can fly up.
okay.
Kavara wouldn't be landing, she'll be still in the air.
Yeah, I'm just saying, this is kind of the area to pinpoint you guys up towards the main deck.
I'm gonna fly upon whoever the fuck this is and basically have Vale jump off along the way because I'm gonna swing down and try to stay on mounted and knock the shit out of somebody while flying.
Okay, I'm going to delete, if everybody's good with where they're starting, I'll delete the big ass square then.
Okay, and I also need to know, so what are we blasting with the cannons? We're blasting like
Their
someone or a ship?
Their ship to
The
get
ship that they came up on.
Yep.
Super blew it up already. Don't worry about it.
It's super
Yeah, it's
strong.
gone already.
Super
Yeah.
It's a
permanent.
burning Hulk that flew, like, as we were flying up, it was fucking dropping.
I did 79 damage to
Yeah.
it when it was at 3 health. It's dead.
It's
Okay.
currently crashing down onto the town.
I can't get rid of the blue square, so we have to deal with it. Okay.
Oh boy.
Vale, you are up first. Kavara on deck. Tevin on deck. Even though he's scrapped. I have to fucking put that back out of there.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Being grappled doesn't count as being incapacitated, does it?
No, it's
No.
Okay, cool. Then I still got my sneak attack. Good. Cat, get down.
Sativa lowers down.
Alright, so we're taking a shot with the bow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, please. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Yay! Let's see, for the bow, that is 13 for the bow, and please let me do my sneak attack. Please let me do it. Thank you. And 27 for the sneak, so 40 piercing damage. Fucking cat.
Got it. That puts him just at bloodied.
It's gonna hurt this cat. See, this is why you train them from a kitten to just chill on you when you're playing D&D.
This is the fuck ass cat that chewed through my last can.
You bloodied your opponent though.
Hey, go me.
I miss Yzma just falling asleep on Joe and just carrying off just like a limp.
I know. Okay.
Fucking.
Anything else there, Val?
He's dealing with the cat some more.
He will hold his bonus back.
He will hold his bonus action. We'll go to Kavara.
Hey, you might be back.
Oh,
No, I'm all good.
do you have like a bonus action or anything?
I do, but nothing to really do with it.
Okay.
I
Kavara?
mean, I really don't have anywhere to hide up here.
Not
Pretty
really.
in the open, so.
We're pretty obvious up here.
Yeah. Kavara, you're up. Tevin on deck.
Alright, so I'm guessing this is like a little elf guy right here.
Yep.
Kavara's going to use telepathy and pretty much say, I'll give you one chance for you and your friends to stand down and be friends with us.
No.
No.
The ship is ours! We are pirates! We take what we want!
Kavara's like,
Dare!
no. Nobody tells Kavara no. Kavara is going to use a 6th level spell slot. She's gonna conjure an invisible stalker right behind him, breathing on his neck, and then Kavara's gonna be like, "We could have been friends." And I don't think anyone could see this, but maybe Temin.
Temin can see because true sight, but
We're fine. And so this thing popping up behind him, it's gonna make its first attack, which is a nat 20.
Nice.
There you go.
Yikes. This just turned slasher film.
So 6 plus 3 is gonna be
It's not an invisible stalker, but it's close enough. That's a bone devil.
17 damage from the first strike. And then for the second strike,
also because it's invisible, it has advantage.
well, that first one was a nat 20. It's kind of hard to
Yeah.
Yeah.
beat that.
But for the follow-up attacks,
Mm-hmm. Let's see, that would be a... Let's see if we can get another nat 20 over here. Alright, so a 22 for the second one.
Yep, that hits.
Alright, so... That's going to be 13 damage from that one. And that will be Kavar's turn, and Kavar is going to try to keep, like, the invisible stalker between her and the elf, so they can't just shoot her with arrows.
Got it.
But that is Kavar's turn.
Okay. 10 minutes up, Emperor on deck, Atlas on deck, block up, following behind that. 10 minutes currently grappled, so he has no movement speed. He is... That was like condition ends if the grappler is ends the effect, but yeah, he has to basically kind of break this hold out.
Just punch the shit out of him.
Pretty much, yeah. So do some monk shit for Temin. Who wants to roll some unarmed strikes or some?
Oh.
I mean, he has his blade now.
Yeah, I'll roll some fucking sword attacks for him.
Yeah, it's a +4.
+4?
Yep.
Lucille is thirsty.
So that's 17 on the first one.
17 hits.
And a dirty 20 on the second one.
Both of those will hit. You can...
It'd be two-handed because, I mean, he doesn't use a shield, so he's just...
Yeah, so D10 +4 plus 3 on damage rolls.
I think two-handed usually messes with some of his monk stuff.
He can... I'm trying to look at it because he has... He can do like green flame blade on top of it for like fire or like to do 3/8.
Let's be honest, he would just swing.
I know.
He also only get one swing that used Great Flame Blade, so.
Yeah.
So it's +4, so the first attack is 13. Plus whatever else it has. I don't know.
That was... You rolled the 13 plus the 3 on that?
It was a 9 plus the 4.
Plus 3 on top of that.
Yep, so 16 total for that first one.
Okay.
Second attack is 12 plus that extra 3 for
Okay.
15.
Got it.
And bonus action, kick him.
Knee him to the ground.
What's his plus to his punches?
Unarmed strikes are +9.
Okay, so that is a dirty 20 then.
Yeah, she's supposed to use this.
They rolled an 11. What, a D6 or a D8 for it?
Unarmed strike is a D6.
Okay. 3 on the die.
Plus 3 on the modifier. And then roll a strength save for me.
That's a nat 1. Ooh.
He is still grappled. Okay. Emperor's up. Atlas on deck.
Alright, let's go. So, I'm going to start with my turn, and then if all else fails, I'll do Sativa's turn. But I'm just going to, for the movement, I'm going to have Sativa swoop down. That's going to take me and everybody. I don't know where Vale went. Vale jumped. Okay. Okay, so anyhow, I'm going to swoop down in and just clobber this right upside the head with my first attack. Okay, it's a ship roll. But it's plus 11, so... Huh?
What was the roll?
Oh, nat 4 plus 11, so 15.
I'm going to boost it. One of my channel divinities plus 10 too.
Nice.
That will hit.
So,
with a plus
okay.
10. With a plus 10 on it.
Hell yeah. So, so the initial damage, excuse me, is 1d6, and then a 1d8 radiant damage. Man, I am rolling balls. So the 1d6 1 plus 7 bludgeoning damage. So 8 damage there, plus 8 radiant damage. And I'm going to add, bear with me, level 2 ensnaring strike, which is 2d6, it looks like piercing damage. Next time you hit a creature, thorny vines, strength saving throw of 18.
Still get the damage, but the saving throw is just to see if they're ensnared or not.
Yeah.
Extra. And another 1. And then a 6, so 7 piercing damage.
You're hitting that elf. I technically need to do its invasion. Oh no, it has to be on a dex save, not a strength. So invasion does not work. I apologize. That is only a 13 on. You said strength.
That's correct. So yeah, it fails. Need an 18.
Yep.
So magical vines, restrained by magical vines until the spell ends. While restrained, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of their turns. Yeah, and then tries to get out from there.
Got it.
Okay, and so now with my second attack, I'm gonna swing at the bitch again. That's a 12 plus 11, 23.
That hits.
Alright, so initial damage is, man, another 1. So 8 damage on that, and then the radiant damage again. That comes
You
with
do
fire.
actually have advantage because they're restrained.
Oh, score. I'll shoot for the nat 20 at least. But that's an extra 3 damage. No nat 20, so that'll be it for that.
That one is bloodied now.
Nice. And covered in sharp, thorny vines, bleeding out the eyes.
Yes.
My bonus action's already done for using the smite. So as I'm just kind of hovering around. I'm gonna stay on Sativa for now, unless they can attack the thing in the vines.
It can still attack, yes.
Okay, so we'll do that.
So are you moving to Sativa?
I should still be flying on it. I was swooping down on it and attacking, so that we're kind of a joined unit here. Hit point, speed, multi-attack. Griffin makes 2 attacks, one with its beak, one with its claws. So the beak attack, plus 6. That's a 21.
Also advantage because they're restrained.
Yep.
Okay, I'll try it again. Okay, so it's still a 21. Which is 1d8 plus 4. Nice, 8. So 12 damage there on the first beak attack. And then a scrape with the claws. That's a 10 with advantage, 13 plus 6, so 19 for the claws.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. So 2d6 plus 4. 6, 4, so 10, 14 claw damage.
Still standing.
Oh, man. Not
Here.
happy, though.
Kavara would telepathy be like, don't steal his nil now, the Emperor. He might get upset about that.
Stop her.
Oh, we'll need someone alive. At least one of them.
She was referring to her little invisible stalker right there.
Oh.
That is his quarry.
Oh, his meal. Okay, I heard mill, so okay, now I follow. It takes the Emperor a little too long, but then he goes, oh.
Blanca?
I'm gonna want to just move the carpet.
Oh my gosh.
I've been skipped.
I clicked too fast. I'm sorry. Atlas and then Laka. I clicked the button too fast.
I was like, I shouldn't be doing that.
So,
What else?
Alice had a quick backstep at the end of the spawn source. He's gonna quickly just like fan the hammer as like jump backwards.
Yeah.
First one will have advantage because he's bonus action, get advantage. It's a 14, 12, 24 to hit. I know math.
24 hits.
That's when I sneak attack on it. I forget to roll a lot of times.
You're attacking the one right in front of you.
Yeah, right in front of me. Like, it's quick. You came at me, quick, dab, bang, 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 bang. First hit is 13 damage. Normal. 22 to hit.
That hits.
12 damage. And then I made this last shot a wing shot. If I hit, he has to make a strength save.
Okay.
It's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
They make strength save of 18. 14 damage on it.
It's a 19 on the save.
Just passes. Trying to take out his knees so it was just gonna go BAM!
Yeah. Anything else, Atlas?
Nope.
Now we're gonna walk up. Yeah, very, very
Alright.
quick.
So Blanca is going to fly the carpet over to like the edge in between all the fighting type thing. As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon here, in between Atlas and the one in front of him.
Got it.
I'm just going to double check what level I want to cast it at. I'll cast it at 4th level. And that Spiritual Weapon will swing at them. So that is 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 13 force damage.
Uh, 13 puts that one just at bloody.
And then I'm going to look at the one that's currently grappling Tevin, and I'm going to cast, as my action, Toll of the Dead. So that's a Wisdom save.
Yep. Roll.
DC 19 Wisdom save.
It's a 20 dirty.
Fuck. So, they don't take any damage.
Seeing how Blogga's magic and things though, it says 10 minutes down here right now. Actually, shouted like, Blogga, there's a trap set by whoever you got the fuel from, so maybe watch out for the fuel exploding or something. It's like, oh, I can't see Blogga, but I see his magic, so I can assume he's hopefully within earshot.
Yeah.
Also, Blogga has the ears of like, I don't know, better than a hawk, better than a whatever he hears well.
Ears of a rabbit. But that will be my turn.
Got it. We go to... I'm not missing anybody.
If they don't survive that Wisdom save on the Toll of the Dead, that's 4d12.
Yeah, I know, it's gross. This one's the restrained one. Just has disadvantage on dexterity saves. He can still attack.
Disadvantage on attacks as well.
Doesn't he get damage at the start of his turn, or am I thinking of a different spell?
Yep.
He takes 1d6 damage at the start of his turn, which
Yep.
I will roll.
Yep.
3.
3?
3 more damage.
He doesn't have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Wait, how'd you get 3 on 4d6?
Oh, no, it's supposed to be just 1d6.
Oh, I heard 4. I was like,
Yeah,
how'd you
I know.
roll a 3?
Yeah, and restrained his attack rolls
that
against
was-
the creatures have
Attack
advantage.
rolls against the creature have advantage, and creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yep, I see.
Right there in restrained.
Yep.
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 Strength check against 18.
Yeah, he still has to do his attacks and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, with you being right next to him, the Emperor, well, you're flying, right?
Yep. Yep.
On
Swooping in, attacking, and keeping a defensive.
Let's do this. Vale is on the ground. You can't see the creature behind him, but Kavar's over there too.
Cat, dude.
I tell you, it's like she knows.
We are going to shoot at Vale. What is it? 3 shots at disadvantage. First one is a 17 on a disadvantage to hit Vale.
That misses.
Second one's going to miss already with the 12 bear. I know that. Third shot. It's a 21. It's the lowest on that.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It is only 8 piercing damage. And then he has to make a strength to try to get another restrain.
I'll use my reaction to have it.
Try to get another restrain. I don't think he's getting out. That's only a 12 on the strength, so he is still restrained. As I just literally AZ because I needed to put a name to differentiate my tokens. Is holding the dude. Well, is holding Temin. With his axe as he pulls back, he will make 3 swiping attacks at Temin. First one, I'm sure is going to miss. Second one's a 17. What's Temin's AC? 17. Second attack's going to hit Temin. Third attack's an 18. So 2 attacks on Temin are going to hit. No, drop that dice. I didn't want that dice anyways. 14, and I can do math, and 9, so 23 points of damage on Temin.
Temin's gonna Hellish Rebuke back.
Okay.
I think.
Makes sense.
So dex save.
Yeah. It's a 22. Sorry.
That is.
Nope, wrong stat. I was looking at it straight. That is a 19.
Still a pass, but it's half damage.
Yep.
Which 60-10 at Temin's current level.
Yeah.
Jeez, I forgot he's a warlock, right?
Yep. Anybody get?
Unless someone else wants to roll for it.
Oh, go ahead.
You said 60-10 handy.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Aaron, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 D10 just sitting here. Actually 14.
I should
So
try
that
to do a
is-
mimic, that'd be badass.
5, 10, 15, 21, 38 halved.
19. 19 to you.
I can't check off the one pact spell used, so.
Got it. I can do it, but also when I need a description of how you want to do it.
I think, because he's getting, like, struck with a sword, right? Or an axe.
Yep, it's an axe on him.
I think as, like, the axe hits him, I think Temin would be like, you fucking cocksucker, or some shit like that, I don't know.
That's legit. That tracks.
Yeah, that
Right.
100%
Checks out.
Yep, that checks.
And, like, it just, because he's right point blank, I think, like, as he's saying it, like, his blood that's on the axe lights on fire and ignites on them.
There you go.
It's gone. We go to Avamera with token guy, and then Druids.
Avamera would take the daggers out and vanish to first. The tea time for Town next to the Emperor. Is that right?
The elf. Elf.
Oh, going off the picture. Really strike and let's see. Ooh, that's not good.
What was the roll? What was the roll?
I was gonna say you have advantage too. He's still restrained.
Yep.
Oh, 12?
You have advantage though, so.
Oh, okay. 24.
24 hits.
And 23 slashing.
23 slashing. How do you want to do it?
Ooh.
Oh, stealing his meal.
Nice.
Yes, I was like running up behind someone and just double tap him.
Just slit the throat.
Yep.
There you go, Emperor. And then I would, I guess, vanish and teleport back basically to where I was standing.
Okay.
As you're disintegrating, your hand is up, and I reach down and high five you as you.
Okay.
Anything else up in there?
Okay.
There's one that's right next to block a spiritual weapon. Is up. It's disgusting. Blocker, you're still on the carpet.
Yes.
Cool. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
$18.
18. It's unfortunately not going to do it. This elf in desperate measure, not elf, sorry, a person in desperate measures turns towards you with a fragmented grenade, throws it out at the barrel and you on the carpet. And this grenade's going to explode out.
Can I try and shield the barrel from the grenade?
You have two barrels on there?
One's in
Oh, the one barrel is in the pot of
In
holding.
the bot? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was the half pot.
Did
and then
you
your guardian
already
full
use her
pot,
reaction?
or the
Or
full
no?
barrel.
No, she did because she
You
got
made
advantage.
it. Yeah,
She
it gives you
did
the advantage. Well, I'll give it to you. You can try.
Alright, what do you want me to roll for it?
It's going to have to be a dex because it's a grenade coming at you, so it'll just be another dex. We'll do another
Yeah.
dex save to try to pass.
Well, that's a nat 20.
It's going to deflect the grenade.
I think it wouldn't be more deflecting because I failed the deck save against the grenade. I think it would be like me basically just
blocking it.
grabbing the grenade and just fucking tanking it.
Okay. Well, let's do this because I had the extra damage from the grenade actually hitting the barrel.
You know, like I think like I'd grab my helmet and scoop the grenade right onto my
I
chest.
was doing the exact same thing. Talking about we're on the same page. Like, don't let the barrel explode. Don't let the barrel explode.
And is Avamere technically within 20 feet of you, Blocka?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Avamere, I'm gonna need a dex save from you as well, as you're within 20 feet. You said 16?
Dex save, right?
Dex save,
Dex.
yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's 16.
That's unfortunately a failure as well. So it is.
Counter for Kavara's Cosmic Omen.
Because Cameron hasn't done that for today yet.
Yeah, roll for it.
Be the good one.
Be
Oh, that is not the good one. To help Avamere. That's.
You want a lower score? Yeah, well.
It's gonna be.
lower wing.
It's 31 points of damage.
31.
Yep, 31 points of it is a fragmented grenade, so it is piercing damage.
Oh, so it's not magic, right?
It is not considered magical now.
I resist all piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing that is not magic. So I take 15.
15. We go to
Joys of
German.
being a high level war cleric.
No, they had like heavy armor vest or something.
The 31 for it.
Yep.
Oh.
What do you got, Jermis?
Yeah. Late party, but best for last. Gonna go straight up next to this person, holding the door thrower, 2 hands. Bonus action to Spirit Shroud, making that golden aura around him. Add some cold damage if it gets 3 hammer attacks. 2-handed come in this person's way. Okay, first one is 23 to hit on that first one.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, we're talking 13 points of bludgeoning damage, 7 points of cold on that first one.
Looking rough, but still standing.
Got a couple more. Let's see what it can do.
Yep.
That was only 14 to hit.
14 would miss.
Okay. And last one. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Right. It's going to be 9 bludgeoning, 5 cold. 14 total? Yeah.
So close. So close. But not quite. As you are smashing down on this dude, he is still holding.
If only he took out his ankles like I was playing, he would took him out.
Capture his ass, fail.
Or just shoot him.
Yeah, or just shoot him, fuck it.
We are at the top of initiative, but I do have an interaction. Because Blocka. I need another dex save from you.
Making me roll my worst fucking save. Well, second worst. Intelligence is my worst. That is a 13.
Avamere, I need a dex save from you.
The frag grenade.
That's the 5.
it's just a nice glow with the great chapter or something.
Boom, boom, boom.
He's looking at that mouse a lot to roll dice, guys. And I keep finding here, he's like, click, 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 click.
Oh no.
Okay. As the ship is flying and you're on the carpet, a fireball is being thrown up, hitting the carpet, exploding out, hitting the side of the ship. And technically I need a save from the ship. I mean, the ship has its armor though, right?
Yeah, what's but it's only for like 10 damage, it's not looking crazy.
Yeah, the ship technically needs a dex as well, but has a -2 on saves.
Oh wait, I'm not actually driving right now, so it's just hanging out by
Yeah,
itself.
it's just hanging out by itself.
Yeah, no, it's denied.
Tonight, it is resistant to fire damage, and that's what this is, but yeah, the barrel is exploding out, and as it explodes out, this fireball hits the side. It is blasting Avamera, Blaka, the carpet, and the barrel out, just exploding, scorching the side of the ship. It's doing 116 points of fire damage.
For the airship, which would be...
I'm at exactly 116 fucking health.
Oh no! That's a shock.
The carpet is magical, but
Yes.
you're
I can look up the
controlling.
exact details of the carpet.
Yeah, I was going to say the carpet. I need to know if it's going to hold you or if you're flinging off in the air, falling unconscious.
Well, so fireball doesn't actually do any blast damage. It's just like an entire ignition.
I know.
So I would just
But the
I'm
barrel,
gonna-
the barrel exploding is what it is.
yeah. Oh wait, I have magic resistance because I have the cloak. So I take half.
That's
From the
58. I just did the math.
So I take 58. So I'm still alive because of my cloak of magic resist.
How's
Something
Avamera
has
doing,
never
though?
been handy before.
I was out of there doing that.
It's safe to say that through this blast, Avamera has taken some fire onto her cloaks and just been toasted. It's a human toaster.
Like human.
Just blown back, knocked unconscious, and yeah, dead.
Okay. That is where we're going to head tonight, though, with this explosion hitting the side, exploding one of the barrels
I warned you about the fuel.
that you just purchased.
We still have half a thing of fuel.
That's all we really needed to get to your house, boy. We paid for it.
Yeah.
The full one.
But that is
Oh,
where
I'm flying down.
that is where we're ending today's session. At the top of initiative, you guys still have the one person on board. You have 2 enemies shooting up at you right now.